YouTube recording started. Quarterfinal 4, Romantic Foggy, and the stats are so crazy with this. Foggy has a streak of 8-0 in series. The last Romantic win dates back to November of 2016.
Wow.
Since then, Foggy has won him 8 times. Yesterday, Romantic felt a little sick. Oh, I think we have an English here, right?
Night Elf, and I'm from Ukraine. I'm very patient and stable player. I use safe strategy. So I don't like rush strategy or risk, so I play very step by step. Last times I took third place 2 times, so this time I want to go final. So it's my goal, final. I'm very excited that I win my group. In playoff, I think for me good to meet some orc player. I think I'm ready to fight with all players, and I think that nothing can stop me.
Nothing can stop me, he says.
You know, I like confidence. But we've seen some hubris in this tournament before. Is he going a little too far?
Lolite was confident in his match against Czech. Life said I don't need practice against TH. Both have been eliminated. Foggy says nothing can stop me. We'll see again. We'll see against that. 78% win rate against Human on Netties. His group stage was quite good. As we saw, 1 against WFZ, 2-1, where he looked a bit shaky in the first map, but then came back super strong. And then, like, defeating TH 2-0. How? I mean, we saw it, we know how, but unbelievable. Yeah. Romantic, it's like, Romantic is a crazy X factor here.
What I, especially in this matchup, in this tournament, from Foggy, if we compare it to Life's game earlier today, it seems every step he makes in the early game is super efficient. Mm-hmm. Wherever he goes, he does something well, and whatever he does, he accomplishes something valuable. And especially when you play Warden, that is very important. You can't just play a Warden and not get anything done early. So the first map we go to is going to be Tyrannus, and that is obviously one of the best Warden maps. I would be greatly surprised to not see a Warden here, I have to say. Romantic. Can you just play the standard? If he plays predictable, is the Warden just going to be too powerful? I think it's going to be a lot about the early game here. How much can Foggy get done? He's usually shining in that part of the game.
It's funny, because the last series in the lower bracket semi-final of GCS Summer ended on Tyrannus stand. It was a Warden match. Romantic decided to counter it with Hippogriffs. And Foggy, obviously, the natural counter to Dragonhogs is a Tinker. And we thought, what? And then I remembered he did that before, and he defeated him with that before. That Tinker got to level 6, got the ultimate, and knocked down Romantic's expansion, which was the end for the game, which was the end for Romantic, and was the ticket for Foggy to go into the lower bracket final, which he lost then against 1-2-0. But what has Romantic developed since then? What did he came up with since then? Did he watch the Yumiko games, who has very interesting openings? Or does he came up with something else? We'll see in a bit, once this starts. It's the first time that Foggy goes into playoffs as a favorite.
Would you say out of the remaining players, just if we capture this moment with the 5 remaining players, you think he is the favorite?
Pretty much. He defeated TH 3 times in a row now. The last time 2-0, so it's not like it's getting better for TH or it's getting closer for TH. No way. I think he is the favorite there. And Focus, you can defeat him. I mean, depends on Focus's shape, I guess, on that very day. But come on. Everything is possible here in Shanghai. Why do we even do predictions anymore? It's not working out anyway, so whatever. Here's Romantic. If you don't know him very emotion-driven guy. He's very communicative here. He always wants to talk with a very interesting guy. And Foggy is a super focused guy. He's not going to many dinners here with the players or other Chinese scene figures. He practices. He hangs out with Orc Worker. They analyze replays. They focus on the game and on the tournament, and that's what Foggy what Foggy is doing. Can he do it again? We're gonna see about that in a bit.
Foggy on his way here in Group C, we mentioned it before, taking out WFZ and then taking out TH20, and not just that, but in convincing fashion as well. It looked very one-sided. And with that wind in his sails, Romantic seems to be just a stepping stone for him. He says he can't be stopped. I must say I'm getting a little bit worried here, because you shouldn't take this too lightly. Romantic has proven that he is a dangerous foe indeed. Romantic himself dropped to life, but came back against 1-0. And Lin, as we said, amazing comeback in the lower bracket. But now, this all doesn't really matter. What's the shape of today? Are they feeling fresh? Foggy should feel fresh. He always takes a bit of a break before heading into the match, not grinding out the ladder games too much. What is the first hero for him? It will be the Warden.
The stats are 26-16 in maps in favor of Foggy. His matchup versus Night Elf is really good, 62%. Romantic on the other side, his matchup versus Night Elf is by far his weakest with only 50%. Engine of War Creep on the Laboratory, really standard there, I would say. So again, on paper, Foggy is the big favorite. I like this farm, so he definitely sees the hero, which is the Warden, obviously. He decides to go for an Archmage, decides to go for a second farm here. So far we don't see a second Engine of War for Foggy, but more Wisps. He is supply stuck at the moment. That's okay-ish, I guess. Warden level 2, Gloves of Haste for her. Archmage not denying anything. We have a Circle of Nobility for him. And a Mantle of Intelligence, not that bad. +5 damage and more intel. And what does the Warden do from here? Level 2 for her. No Engine of War in position for another creep. So, what is it?
Moving over, having Wisps spread out on both avenues where the human might go for an expansion. The one in the south sees the one going towards the natural, and we have one in the north as well. 2 more Wisps are pulling off the creep pull at the moment, or the Merc pull if you want to call it that. He has the Shadow Priest right here. Warden already going for the AM very early on. She was full mana, of course, and making use of that mana regen is perfect min-maxing, I suppose. But he did pay for this with 200 HP lost already.
And it's quite risky. Before level 3, the Warden isn't too impressive. But we've seen this Archmage pressure early on a lot, and it worked out very, very well. Because you force an early shop, and that delays the human tech. That buys you more time for your own expansion. Second Shadow Strike. And how many units can he kill there? Of course, no Immolation. I don't know if he has Fan of Knives, but I think he has to get out there. So it looks like Blink to me. But the Archmage suffering a lot with the third Shadow Strike.
He has one more in a moment. He is 5 mana away, a little more than 5 seconds. And then the AM has to leave. Or can he somehow block the way for the Warden? I don't think so. There we go. She has mana. Shadow Strike. He has a TP. Or does he let him die? He may try to deny him or something. Nice block from the peasants, but not quite nice enough perhaps. The Archmage, the old man on the horse, actually survives this.
He does survive this, but he survives it on 10 HP. Or, okay, 20 HP. So, power build on the shop. This is quite expensive. And I think he can't... Okay, I can power build the expansion then. But you don't want to invest it that hard. I like how Romantic responses, like, immediately going for this. But now, he has to be very creative with his creep route to get away from the Warden. Or what does Foggy do? He continues to creep with level 3 on this. And a counter expansion in the south.
Exactly, down the south. This is not going to be an all-in commitment play with a tier 1 siege. He is teching, he is creeping, he is expanding. I like this. He's not putting all of his eggs into one basket. Warden is going to be level 3, and this AM, despite having healed, is still in deep, deep trouble. And he's going to continue to be in deep trouble until we have daytime and finally the medevac via the Zeppelin.
Look at the expansion. He has lumber problems. Because of the fast build on the shop, he can't build the town hall as fast as he wants to, because you can see it in a bit. Oh, actually, this is a bit lucky here. Okay, now I think he can power build, but he lost a lot of time where only one worker could build this. So Foggy bought a little time. The expansion Oh, he tried to scout the expansion here, but I think he didn't see it here.
I think he missed it. By the way, mass mobility on the Warden with the teleportation staff and the Boots of Speech. He has pretty good mana. Does he want to invest that mana for the footy kill? Maybe use it now to deny the scout, and that should be good enough. Yeah, nighttime won't see that. Or I really don't think he
I don't
did.
think so as well. There is a Shadow Priest against Water Elemental Harass, and Romantic is back up to not full health, but you know, 3/4 or something. Full HP and 2 Shadow Strikes, and Shadow Strikes are a lot stronger than they were before. Can he kill this Water Elemental? Or will it be denied? Romantic had crazy denies.
Oh, nice deny
in
once
his game
again.
before, yeah. And the Arcane Tower is up. He blinks in, Shadow Strike on a Worker.
Was that a misclick? It may not have been, because he only had 1 Shadow Strike. So the Worker dies. Nice deny again. Not bad. In the main base, he will use a Clarity and even a Moonstone here, despite being nighttime. And the Tree of Life down in the south is close to the gold mine now. He would like to creep this. Can Romantic try to punish this? Try to keep the Night Elf from expanding too fast. Tier 2 is finished. Lords are coming up. No, wait. Ancient of Wind and Lord probably, right? He does have a Hunter Salt, but it's a little late.
I like it because he goes for the Zeppelin first. Romantic is preparing for it to go for the Zeppelin. And then it will harass most likely as good as he can.
Oh, he has a Shredder as well. This is so nice. He's creeping down here. This is, I think, pretty much the same carbon copy build that he did against TH last GCS.
Yeah, pretty sure.
The one before.
But this is where it gets interesting. Romantic's army is approaching. I don't know if he has defend yet. He maybe destroy the item. Okay, now picks it up with a Ring of Protection here. Foggy's expansion is down, or at least settled. Going for the Archmage again. Blink and Boots and Staff and Shadow Strike. This is so much slow and so much mobility on the Warden. He can only run away, forcing another Town Portal. And with that, no additional Water Elementals. I think this harass is basically over.
But it's not so easy to deal with all these footies at the moment. The Warden has only mana for 1 single spell. The Shredder, he really doesn't want to lose that one, obviously.
He towers it!
Oh, wow.
Does he have a lumber mill? No, but he attacks. He's building one now. Okay, Foggy has to commit hard to this.
Doing the creep pull again, getting 2 more mercenaries from the camp. That is going to be very, very helpful in this defense. And yeah, Romantic committing super hard to this. You're right. Now the Water Elemental, the first one is gone. AM from the right has so much mana though. And a Scroll of Healing as well. Uh-oh, this looked so good for Foggy. But now with the Zeppelin here as well, Romantic is putting up a fight.
Shredder is there though with a Berserker, tons of damage against this tower. But what can the Warden do? Close to 4. But at the moment, no Shadow Strike available, and the Berserker will fall. No staff on Foggy.
And now he has 1 Shadow Strike again. What's he gonna use it on? Towers. He bought a lot of time by delaying those. This is the Berserker as well, level 4 for the Warden. Gets surrounded, but has the mana.
Good that he wasn't too greedy with the Shadow Strike. But he has a Shredder now himself, and this will delay the towers, not the towers, the expansion even further. Where's the Hippogriff against the Zeppelin, I ask? There it comes. Sends the Shredder back though. Foggy is struggling in map 1.
There's the Hippogriff coming in now. Gonna be easier to deal with it. Also, the Dryads are gonna help a lot, of course. They don't have Abolish Magic yet, but still the slow is gonna be good. Romantic, man, finding such a strong opening. One of Illusion being used, maybe. Gonna soak up some damage. The Hippogriff might not even be able to get this Zeppelin. Man, Romantic is playing this so well.
Indeed, man. He pulls all the strings. He gets the Zeppelin in the end, but the Warden is again dry. The Shredder dies now, though, and that's quite a big step towards level 5. Can he deny it again? Doesn't look like it. Does he want to? Oh no. Nice save there. Only the illusions are hitting him. But the Dryad now. He has to kill it. Oh, little Miss Maiko chasing the Archmage even further.
Doesn't have a TP. Doesn't have boots.
Oh, doesn't have a Zeppelin anymore. Level 4 saves him for now. But for how much longer? The slow will wear off soon. Can the Footman block? He has to block, I guess. Blink! Right click! Archmage down!
Oh, so much experience for him. And the Shredder, can he still get that one? Maybe able to. It's being repaired. Mass towers, though. Oh my god. So many towers. There's 2 towers already done. He needs to cancel them. He needs to destroy them. But everything here is low for him.
Oh, it's only Dryad. The Warden is taking a lot of damage.
Oh
the
my
Shredder is finally down, though. But more and more Footmen are coming in. He got the Archmage back from the tavern, but he doesn't have a staff. He has to get some potions first, or scrolls first.
Warden is so close to level 5, but no mana. Almost no HP either. Still only tier 2. He's getting Nature's Blessing. And the towers, man, 2 are up. About to be 3. He's level 5, though.
But no mana again. for too much. He doesn't have fan of knives. This would be the dream against all these footmen here. But 3 towers, how does he want to deal with them?
Oh my god, romantic.
Shredder. Zapper? What? Against 3 towers you go for a Zapper? They're all spread.
Warden getting more and more experience. She's in the main trying to get Moon Juice, but it's dry.
It's dry.
Mana
Clarity,
Potion,
though.
Clarity, both of them. If the Zapper connects.
He doesn't have Wisp to repair this, man. He has to do something right now. Romantic has defend now, so this footman, they will sustain for super long. He has to distract with the Shredder, and the Archmage sees the Zapper, and the footman does so too. This one is down, and he won't have any effect.
But the Archmage might still die. He has 2 healing potions, but this is so much damage. This is so much damage with the Shredder as well. There's going to be another Shadow Strike in a second. That's the kill, no question about that. Getting closer to level 6. More experience from the Water Elemental. More footies to be picked up. The towers, though, they are the issue here. It seems even uprooting his Tree of Life.
That's a good idea, so it doesn't get killed. He has to heal up. He has no Wisps. He has to do this. In the meantime, Romantic,
Jesus.
again, it's Griffin Aviary time, and he backs it up with Footman. Footman and Hawks. It's crazy. Mountain King second for Romantic. Foggy on the way to tier 3 now. Had to abandon his expansion, and maybe Romantic can't just expand here, but then the map is so open.
The Footy's more experienced. If he gets the ultimate, he easily kills these towers, of course.
So well done. First kill, second kill. So actually, defend is pretty good ability.
He denies it with the tower again, Romantic.
Damn.
He denied so much this game. Had he not denied so much, this one would be level 6 right now.
Last time I was so impressed with how he used the staffs in Human Mirror, and this time I'm so impressed with how he makes the knives work. Maybe he plays Dota like a madman, I don't know, but this was easily 150 experience or something.
And Romantic had this expansion running for so long, and he denied the opponent's expansion, but it was expensive, man. It was so expensive. He lost the Archmage so many times. He lost so many peasants, footies, towers, everything. And he's not going to press the advantage with Hawks just yet. He is going to transition into tier 3.
Yep, Bears coming. And this expansion is not really fortified. We see 1 tower, we see 1 Arcane Tower, and Griffin Aviary. He does have the Engine of Wind already, so a transition into Dragonhawks is not that bad. This worker, he dives for it, he gets it, he has level 6. And now with Spirits, Avatar of Vengeance, 2 Spirits, how much damage can they do? 3 actually.
That's easy cleanup against the towers. No problem. May take a while, but definitely gonna go down.
It takes forever though.
I think it's okay. There's no immediate pressure or threat facing him.
There is a threat, man, and that is a workshop and a way to tier 3. Is this only the first workshop of many? We see the second one coming.
A player's force.
Alright.
Tanks, baby.
We saw quad workshop before by Romantic. That was against 1-2-0. That was on 3 bases. We have 1 Hawk in the main base. Goblin Shredder, mass repaired here. Does not want to lose that one. And seems like won't lose it either. Warden has a telestaff. She wants to get back home. Tier 3 is on its way. Almost done, in fact. Then he's going to have the Orb of Venom as well. Where did the Tree of Life go, by the way?
He walked up.
Okay, walked very far away.
And now he goes back. Archmage is level 4 and a bit, so compared to the Warden, super under level, but he needs to find a solution against these Dragonhawks. Warden can do it with Shadow Strike. Bear upgrade is coming, by the way. And yeah, Shadow Strike. And is he going for Hippos? No, he's not. He needs a lot, and I think he can't afford it since he needs the Bears to knock this down. But 3 workshops.
Yo, it's gonna be tanks.
Really?
You saw this coming a mile away. I thought maybe he should have pressed for Dragonhawks, but no. Tier 3 is not done yet, so he has to wait a little bit longer.
He has the first attack upgrade already. He goes for this first defense upgrade. Another Tree of Life by Foggy at his natural. And the Invis Archmage.
Of course, the Warden is super strong, but against tanks, she's not that amazing.
I like how he plays this double Dragonhawks to open up, to make possible that he can still use a Zeppelin, because you need like 3 Hippogriffs against this, and that's not worth it.
Archmage even gonna cancel this Entangled Goldmine only with the Water Elemental. Man, he's buying so much time. And Panda, second. No surprise. Needs something against the tanks.
Yeah. Breath of Fire, but he needs to creep it, and basically the only thing that's left is his natural.
How is he gonna use these tanks? Send out the first 3 right away. They should be pretty powerful. At the moment, we only have 2 bears. Do we have more coming? No, we also have a Shredder. Panda's gonna be level 2, but you really want level 3.
No Tome of Experience, that would have helped. And the Water Elemental is still there. He's still not entangling his Expo. He's on one base the entire time. Raw being used. Water Elemental is spelled level 2. And he still has to fight against the Avatar and the Spirits. So it's not that easy to harass with an Archmage here. But in the meantime, he's continuously harassing with Mountain King and Dragonhawks, buying more time. This is a Lyria's Fruit of Accuracy. Pretty nice against this air, actually. And also for the Spirits.
Yeah, for the Avatar Vengeance, it's pretty good. Alright. Down here, the southern expansion should finally come up with a Dryad here. Or will it? The Warden does have the Telestaff and is pretty mobile with Blink as it is.
It's so important that actually, sorry to cut you off, but that he gets the tanks here. So he has the first Breath of Fire out, he splits it into 2 tanks and 1 tank, and there's already so much damage done before the first shot of the Siege tank.
And now we can set up Ancients of War in the south as well. First one is coming up already. Actually, already had one, so he knew this was going on. Archmage in trouble again. But with his inventory, you certainly shouldn't fall. Using the Telestaff to once again cancel this entangling gold mine. Not sure that it's going to be not quite enough, though.
Yeah, with the Zeppelin. There is. Saves this Dryad. Actually doesn't. Invo Potion right before the Shadow Strike. Well done by Romantic again. But this Zeppelin cannot be used against the Orb of Venom. Oh, actually, it can be. Cast is cursed.
Level 3 for the Panda as he kills a few more tanks. And now we have 2 gold mines running for Foggy. Not quite yet fully. We have the Avatar of Vengeance against the Siege Engine, but there's only 1 corpse here, so not that amazing. Zeppelin dropping very low. 1 more hit. AM getting healed here. We're the Paladin now.
There, triple hero. That means that the progress on these heroes won't be that great. I mean, level 5 for the Archmage is still far away. Archmage, Mountain King doesn't get very scary before level 3. He was trying to blink away, but not really possible. If there's a Stormbolt, there we go. Now he's safe. Tanks again approaching. But yeah, you're right. He almost has 2 gold mines running. Oh no, he had to abandon this. He had to uproot it again because the 1 tank.
And saves the tank in the south.
Oh, massive detonate against both Water Elementals.
2 tanks in the main, the army in the south. Romantic creating multiple threats on the map. Very hard for Foggy to deal with. But the Warden's coming in again. How much mana does you have? Almost full. These heroes need to be careful. They need to evacuate TP home. But the Paladin is in trouble and will most likely not die. Yes, he will. Back at home. In the main base, however, for the Night Elf. The tanks are still alive at 2-1 upgrades, by the way. They are pretty damn strong tanks. Bears, excuse me, find them. And will take them out. Takes a little while though, and more tanks are coming everywhere. But for the time being, the southern expo seems to be safe.
Foggy needs to buy more time. He's down to 46 supply stuck. What can the Bears do? Did the Warden retrain? Because he's approaching the main base. He has to uproot this again. But in the south, there will be mining done soon. Okay, Warden is stepping back home now. He has to uproot again. Romantic is playing this unbelievably good.
Yeah, this might not be, you know, the most micro-intensive battle ever, but he's playing this so goddamn well. From beginning to end, Romantic is doing what it takes to win. And Foggy has been supply stuck forever. He's not making any new Moonwells either, but he needs them badly.
I don't know if Foggy does the right decisions here to focus the heroes with the Warden. I mean, he creates threats for the human army, for everything, so he can't really fully commit to it. Here comes the Moonwell finally. But, oh, Archmage. I think he needs to keep the Archmage low, because if there's mass teleport, then the game is lost.
He needs Moonwells as well. Foggy does. We have a few more coming up. He's still at only 40 capacity. The tanks are rolling away. The Panda has 1 more breath. The Bears are chasing them. Mud Golems and Talons would be so helpful, but he doesn't really have the space to easily go for the creeping and go for the attack. Romantic, man, he is not taking his foot off the neck of Foggy. He's playing this goddamn well.
I mean, everybody was expecting tanks from Romantic. That is no big surprise, and he's very, very good in playing them. So far, 3 workshops were not enough. And Foggy slowly, but oh, he has no wisp to the gold mine there. Also here, only 1.
And now he's going to be busy with the south. This is scary. The Warden is going to come from the right to help with this, but very low on mana here. How many tanks do we have threatening this? Only 1, and that one gets staffed back. And as long as there's no tanks... Oh, but in the north, once again, army troubling in the south, and in the north there's tanks around.
Yeah, Shredder will defend this. Here's the big fight between the armies. Bears, of course, should be able to clean this easily, but now tanks arrive. Also, the Ancients of War help tremendously in this. But can he keep the Tree of Life alive? That's the most important thing. Shredder about to die, Knight about to die. It's going to be good experience, and once the Panda is up to 5, yeah, then have fun with the tanks.
And this one single tank, man, this one single tank is creating serious issues for this Tree of Life. May have to uproot here. That would be horrible. He needs to repair. Panda staffing in towards the second expansion where there's 3 tanks at the moment wailing away at this tree. Are they gonna kill it?
Can repair it. There. And a nice block with the Wisp. He can still attack, but it's only 2, and now he can repair against it. Paladin in trouble. He's getting killed or staffed. Staff is on cooldown. So Pally, nice potion swap. Now he gets the Mountain King. And the Paladin, actually, nice deny. Unbelievable. I thought he gets the second one as well. The Panda is crawling up to level 5. Jesus level 3, Christ. Breath of Fire.
This is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. Tanks. And the Tree of Life.
Wow, he actually makes it work to kill it, man. Romantic. I'm so impressed with what you do. But the second Tree of Life survived. And I thought he would kill something else here. 59 supply for Romantic.
Holy
Foggy gets us around here. 45. And the next 2 tanks are there as well. 3 Engines of War, though. And a fully healed Tree of Life.
And at this moment, the main collapses for the human. And playing tanks on one base, that is difficult.
Especially, like, I think you can afford double workshop. But triple workshop, it's not really possible. And with only 2 tanks.
And now that the mains have expired, of course, the Tree of Eternity, he can easily move over. That's not something that the castle can do. How many tanks do we have left? Like 6 across the map. Romantic wants to save them as best he can. How many staffs does he have, actually?
Yeah, but this one is toast. And these cannot do too much. That's why it's staffing back.
Panda with the staff towards the main. He's getting closer to 5, by the way. When tanks are still scary, but a lot less so. And now he's gonna have talents here soon. I think he already got the adept training for the talents.
Yeah, it's finished now.
And the Bears and the Tree of Eternity and the Panda will deal with the tanks in the north. What about the Warden in the south? Looking towards more tanks. And now this army here is not that scary. Finally, perhaps a fight that Romantic can win.
Level 7 Warden. There's a lot of Blink most likely. Also mana. So zip. This is where Blink gets really funny. Because almost no cooldown. Doesn't cost that much mana. And you can just blink all over the map, creating trouble there. And Foggy deflects the tanks again. And now he builds Engine of War. He can easily afford it as he is on this one base here. Romantic is down to 2,300 gold.
Alright. Again, I think Romantic trying to threaten 2 fronts of attack. 5 tanks this time up north with 3 damage upgrades now. This is hella scary.
And the tanks are, the Engines of War are not finished. Panda. I think he has to win this game now, Romantic. If he doesn't kill both trees, then he will lose. Dryads are coming in for the spell against the Water Elemental. Lightning Shield. Oh, that was not that great. Oh boy, this 2 damage against the Wisps. That was such a nice Lightning Shield use. And how does he defend it against 5 tanks? So far, no damage on the Tree of Eternity.
Bears with Roar, the Ancient of War is helping, but the tree needs to survive. The Panda is down here. He has the Tele Staff ready, though. When's he gonna realize? He can realize it's soon enough. The Tree of Life in the south might fall here, despite no tanks, but the MK in trouble. Only a knight left. Actually, 1 tank as well. He's trying to get to his buddies, to his trees. Level 5 for the Panda, but in the north, what's happening there? The tank's still alive, 4 of them. He's uprooting, he's mass repairing, can't eat the trees, though, and the tree in the south dies. The tank does as well. The Panda is staffing north. Breath of Fire will be there, maybe a double kill, and with that, the tree survives!
Oh, actually does he needs more repair. Foggy is not repairing at the moment. He eats to another tree. The tanks are coming in. The Tree of Eternity falls. Level 5 from the Archmage can't really go for it. Breath of Fire. He has no income anymore. Double strike, double surgery strike by Romantic. No one on planet Earth plays tank better than this young Chinese guy.
This may be the first time I'm ever saying this, but this is actually an incredible tank game. Like, a super fun tank game. And yeah, Romantic is playing it perfectly. Holy crap. But getting value everywhere, which he needs to do. Staffs and multiple prong attacks. This is just crazy. His gold mine has 1,200 left. He's already sitting at 700 gold. But something was sold. A new Tree of Life is coming up for Foggy.
Foggy has to babysit this tree. Like in, what's that movie? Guardians of the Galaxy or something. With Groot, where they save him, you know. But this gold mine is about to expire. 1,000 gold remaining. He's going for Griffins now against the Bears, obviously. But there's a Panda, there's Dryads, there's a Warden with an Orb. 1 Griffin will not do the big difference.
He saved he sold the orb actually to get the expansion up again.
Okay. Hey, okay, there's also no Shadow Strike.
But look at all the trees here. All of the ancients are gonna hug their big father, the big daddy. Tree of Life will be protected at all costs. Warden moving in again against the Archmage, who is now level 5, by the way. MK and Paladin, those are the weakness still.
And of mana stealing against the Warden. There's one more Shadow Strike. Uses it now. 225. But, oh, can he use Blink? He has to use Blink. Oh! The bash still does it, though! Foggy and Romantic are guaranteed for awesome games, man.
Jesus Christ, this game. Woohoo! God damn.
But Romantic needs an all-in push very soon.
Alright. How many tank? The gold mine for him has 300 left. He banked quite a bit of money though, Romantic did. This Knight of Army is still looking mighty scary. Does he have tanks somewhere? Yes, in the south. But only 2. Never enough against all of these ancients.
The Tree of Life is almost ready. And Foggy is pushing the expansion of Romantic, who invests a lot of gold into tanks. Cancels it now. Hippogriff scouting, but won't see it. Actually abandoning this. Because of the Griffin?
Under attack.
Maybe he thinks as long as he keeps the tree alive, this game is his. Tree, by the way, a little too far away from the gold mine to entangle. Whoops. And now the tanks are coming in with 3-2 upgrades. Can they make this miracle happen? Can they kill the Tree of Life? And the army distracts Foggy. Is he gonna not notice? He is noticing.
Everything is uprooted. Everything will tank this damage.
This
is his win condition. The gold mine is down. Romantic has no gold anymore. He spends it on mortar teams, fragmentation shards. He has 1 mortar team and fragmentation shards. Is that worth it?
I don't know, man. This is such a hard choice. Like, you have so limited resources. There's no easy choice that is obviously the best one.
There's 3 Griffins with this army.
Romantic played his little heart out here, did everything he could, and he's continuing to.
And he will use the mortar team to position it here and kill the entangled gold mine.
But the panda's there with the bears.
Does Romantic have gold for an expansion? No, only 50.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's spending all of his money now. Creeping up his gold mine, but I don't think he's gonna expand.
Maybe he can do some long distance mining, but that's about it.
Yeah. Alright. Heroes are getting better for him, but he's still far away from 3-3 for Piling and MK.
The tanks actually took out quite a bit in the base.
That's good. Doing what they can, but the important part, the most important building is the Tree of Life, and getting that is going to be extremely difficult.
Also, what I like is the mobility that the Warden still has with level 3 Blink and Staff. And also Staff on the Panda. He can always be there when he's needed to. And Foggy is the one who mines again. Only 3 Wisps though. He needs... Oh my god. This will take forever until he get like fully... until he's fully mining. He only has 3. He's supply stuck. He needs to build a Moonwell first.
Yeah.
And now he actually is long distance mining with this. Oh,
But
Breath
still,
of Fire will be nice against this.
Funny how Romantic has the big supply lead, but just the hero levels make it so that Foggy should have the easy upper hand in a battle. Or has this changed, perhaps?
The Spirit scout this. The Avatar would be amazing there, because it's gonna be so many skeletons. The one Hippo is down. That was the best thing he had against Griffins, except Shadow Strike, obviously.
Where's the Avatar?
It's with the army.
Okay. Gonna expire soon, but the ward has enough for the resummon. Romantic now with a 1 mortar team is putting on pressure from long range.
But the Shadow Strike should take them out quite easily.
Yeah, that's true.
Shadow Strike, Breath of Fire, and then it's gone.
Does he have heal scrolls? Not a single heal scroll against a Panda level 5.
At some point, he has to interrupt this long distance mine because it's so many workers that he actually does have income now.
Level 3 for the MK. Big kill there on the shop. Foggy hesitant to engage. Stormbolt on the Panda. He's too scary perhaps. Let him just do whatever he wants. Rejuvenation on him. Oh, that's so strong, Reju now. No Dispel to worry about, of course. Avatar again. Avatar of Vengeance.
Romantic. It needs like One more minute, and then he can build an expansion there again. Paladin in trouble, Warden being Stormbolt. There's almost no mana on her anymore. But Drunken Haze is so good on the
Paladin!
Mountain King as well. Paladin down, Mountain King about to fall. But does it really make a difference? Only the Archmages. GG by Romantic, it does make a difference! Long distance mining was not the key. It was, again, the resilience of Foggy. And damn, this stream crashed. But the Ukrainian Wonderkind takes the lead in this series.
All right, this has been my favorite game of the tournament so far. And that was a tank game. I never thought that would happen. But amazing multitasking, two-pronged attacks, two-pronged defenses, if you want to call it that. Both players playing out of their minds. Romantic. He was in a rough spot after the early game, but he finds the one opportunity to keep this expansion for the Night of from being effective for so long, towering it down there, keeping Foggy on the back foot, but having to invest heavily into that as well. Foggy holding on and holding on. The tanks almost broke him. At one point, there were no more trees of life or eternity.
It was super duper close, and that was by far Foggy's biggest challenge so far.
Yeah.
I mean, WFZ defeated him in one map, but Foggy, that was like, if there's maybe one tank more or something, then this game changes.
Crazy.
But again, I like how he kept the Mountain King low the entire time, so the Warden couldn't really be disabled. Then there was Avatar made a huge difference because it cleaned up the expansion at the bottom left.
Yeah.
If not for the Avatar, I have no idea how he breaks this again. Not with Archers, certainly. Not with Dryads, certainly. And Bears were still quite far away at that point.
And imagine, like, how much earlier and easier that would have been, that Avatar for Foggy, if Romantic hadn't been denying better than Dandy. It was like crazy, man. A game like that, on that level of play, is like what I expect the finals. This could have been a grand final game.
Yeah, that would have been an amazing grand final. But that was only map number 1. We have hopefully 4 more from a viewer perspective. If you're a human fan, then of course you only want 3. If you are a Foggy fan, you only want 2 more.
And this may surprise a few people that Romantic wasn't getting stomped well. And I must say, I may be one of those people. I thought Foggy was going to have an easy road here. No, man.
No, there's no
sir.
easy road against Romantic in offline tournaments. He defeated him a lot. As I said, it's 8-0. But Romantic always puts on a fight.
Yeah.
The last match at GCS Summer was also incredible on Terranar stand. If Romantic says goodbye today, he will not say goodbye, like, he will give it all. That's for certain. Speaking of giving it all, we are 100 viewers away from our record on day 1 of the playoffs.
So get your friends in here if you have some long-lost Warcraft buddies, or
Get your friends in here if you have some.
this is judging after game number 1. This is the series of the tournament so far, and it is with the European representation.
Bold statement after map number 1, but yeah, I see what you are getting. Because the next games will not disappoint us at all.
Yeah, we're going to LR next. That's going to be Romantic's map choice. And you said before you're going to expect a lot of tanks. And I thought, yeah, on the right map. And I thought, yeah, on 3 bases. But damn, Romantic makes it so scary on 2 bases. Imagine if he gets 3. On LR, not very likely.
Not really possible.
Nope. Twisted Meadows, by the way, is still in the pool, with AI having been vetoed by the human and TR having been vetoed by Foggy. Yeah. But yeah, LR for him next.
What do you think about LR and tanks? I think it's a lot harder than than Terranars.
Yeah, definitely. The 2 bases are way closer to each other. That alone makes it so much easier for the Night Elf. And usually, I would say more than 60% of the time, we're going to see a Demon Hunter here. Foggy showed previously, though, that he can also play a Warden here. And of course, if there's a Demon plus a Panda, tanks become a lot less scary.
Yeah. It's already hard against the Warden, but the Demon Hunter is even so much better against tanks. We have seen no hero tier 1 tower rushes for Romantic, but I would say Last Refuge is not a map for that. It's like the bases are too far away for that.
Yeah, we don't really see that here. Echo is a map, of course. AI is a map for that. LR. Yeah. Not so much.
I totally agree.
All right, map number 2. Coming up, players. This was an exhausting game. How long did that last? Half an hour, maybe? No,
I didn't check.
A little less, maybe like 25 minutes.
And again, we have to point out that this goes against Foggy's usual sleeping pattern, as he goes to bed at 10 p.m., as you can see here somewhere. It's 11:30.
Of course,
Sandman was already there.
he knew that his game was going to be the last, so maybe he was able to adjust a little bit better for tonight.
Maybe he slept a little longer.
Yeah. In general, if you guys aren't aware, Foggy sleeps very long. He told us, usually 10 to 11 hours a day. I don't know how someone can do that, but I guess it's healthy, I suppose. And it certainly seems to improve your Warcraft skill.
As long as he doesn't fall asleep in the games, which wasn't the case on Terraner's Stand. He was there where he needed to be. He had a great multitasking.
Yeah.
Of course, with his big idol being Moon, we can see where that was coming from.
Yeah. Prioritizing a lot of staffs early on Panda and Warden. So important that the Panda was in the right position at the right time when they were like 3 tanks attacking in one place. And again, how he split that army on one side, tanks on the other, maybe even 1 or 2 tanks with the army. And you have to like defend a little wrong in one place, under defend or over defend in one place, and then the other side just crumbles.
Totally.
That was a goddamn awesome game is what that was.
Foggy with 300 APM. Little bug in the overlay here, but of course it's not 2 Shadow Strikes in a row. And again, I really like how he pressured the Archmage in the very beginning. Then he gave him a bit of space, and then he continued to harass him again. Because as I said, with mass teleport, this game is over. You teleport with 5 tanks to a place, boom, it's like you have no chance to defend this.
And speaking of Archmage and pressuring him early, he was like 1 hit away from either dying or being forced into a TP. And if he does that, the expansion is so late.
Yeah.
Damn. So many clutch decisions and like moments that could have gone either way. You know, both players have to play their absolute best, and this is just such a joy to watch. Oh man, this is what I came to Shanghai for. I'm looking forward to the next game. It's going to start in a moment. Last Refuge, once again, will be our next game. Foggy, unlike Life, is a player who has shown that he can be very, very good with a Huntress Pressure build. Double Ancient of War. But we honestly haven't seen that too much in this tournament, and if we did, it looked pretty underwhelming.
Last time Foggy played Last Refuge against Romantic, he lost that at GCS. That was the one map that Romantic won. This time, does he have another strategy prepared? Will we see the Double Engine of War push against the human expansion? We will see about that in a tiny bit. You have your players once again. Ukraine versus China 2.
Alright guys, get settled in. If the first game is any indicator, this series is gonna be pretty damn awesome, and we don't want to have it any other way. Early Militia Scout here is gonna see that the Ancient of War is taking a conservative camp, which is pretty much always the case on LR. The way Foggy likes to play this most of the time is pick up the item right away with either Demon Hunter or Warden, and then head north towards the Human's Expo and try to kill peasants, or go for the last hits on creeps. Sometimes he pressures the hero, but I don't think that's his priority here. So, big question. What's his first hero gonna be?
Warden. Again, the Warden. So with this Warden, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be Huntress push as well. Because with the Warden, you need 2 Engines of War to creep her up effectively to level 3. You build one here to creep this one and move it over to the Mercenary Camp and these little 2 green spots here. And you build one either defensively here to go for the Laboratory, or if you're a little greedy, you go for the shop there. That's easy level 3 for the Warden. Can't really be prevented. Romantic again going for an Archmage. No surprise there.
But in his match against TH, he actually went for the counter expansion play on this map with the Warden with a Panda second. And didn't want to go for that early pressure. And that's of course the beauty with Night Elf. Oftentimes you have that versatility. You have different strategies to go for different heroes, different unit counts, different timings. So he's gonna keep Romantic on his toes here. Already the Wisp is scouting towards the north. Footy's gonna find it. Archmage. How quickly gonna expand? Instantly, or first, the green camp, only 4 peasants moving out. That means no instant expo. He doesn't want to be stuck on level 2 for too long.
Romantic isn't really a fan of instant expos. He basically never plays it. He rather goes for a big creep spot first. Like on AZ, he goes for the shop. Here I could see him go for the mercenary camp, which is of course not really what has been played, but Romantic is different from everybody else. That's what Lin was doing as well. But Remo, Huntress Hall.
In the Warden, she was moving north, and if there was a fast expo happening, an instant expo happening, she could have found some kills here. But now, she can't really. She's keeping her mana to herself for now. Not tanking any damage just yet. And yeah, the the Hunter's Hall in the main base. So, double Ancient of War play looking very likely.
Yeah, we don't really see the Ancient of War, the second one. But this starting position is actually better for Foggy when he wants to go for the AP push.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a little bit of an imbalance, if you want to call it that, because the APs can be placed way better and further away. Sounds kind of weird. But when you are attacking the southern side of the map, where you can safely raise the APs, is too far away from the human expo, whereas up here it's more easily done. Right, here we go. Finally, expansion is being taken, and 7 peasants for LR is playing it pretty damn safe.
Yeah. There is not much pressure from Foggy coming. I mean, there's a Wisp for detonate. This Watermantle not spread, but okay, now he does it.
Gets both still. Oh, the Ogre Mage, he doesn't want to give it up, and nicely done. He gets it. Romantic, baiting the last hit there.
And close of attack +6, it's also pretty great. 25% extra damage on the Archmage. And Foggy doesn't do too much here, to be honest.
And I'm pretty sure this one's gonna get denied as well. Oh, Peasant. Is he gonna survive this? He may actually. So this Warden, nice deny again. God damn Romantic.
Tier 2 tech. So it's not the Huntress push, just an early Huntress Hall.
But very good defense so far by Romantic, man.
Foggy,
I have not seen a single mistake. This was so well done.
Foggy has to creep now. He goes for single AOW Huntress, which is very rare.
Already, I think he's really not satisfied with this. He was banking on a lot more damage with that detonate, with that big commitment of the level 1 Warden, with the Huntress and the Archer coming in, but he didn't even get that experience. This is
expansion, but look at where he positions this Tree of Life. Right next to his main, in front of the mercenary camp. Romantic will never scout this. And maybe Foggy wants to bait him here, like, okay, there's a big push coming. Romantic might think that because he sees the Huntress now.
This is 3 peasant kills. This is pretty good damage. We also have to count in the one before. That was denied, but that's still a dead peasant. This is expensive for the economy.
I wonder if he goes Fan of Knives now or not. It's another kill on the peasant.
Oh, the Huntresses get out as well. Does he have mana for a blink? He will in a moment. He doesn't even have the use of TP. He gets the next peasant as well. This looked like a bad early game for Foggy, but he salvages it so well.
Yeah, what a recovery here. Tremendous damage being done by Foggy. The main base, by the way, is exposed. We have seen Wardens blinking in, but of course not with Shadow Strike. Rather with Fan of Knives, which Foggy doesn't seem to be a super big fan of.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tier 2 is finished as well.
Is he gonna go for a second hero already? Would be weird with a Warden just barely level 2.
I think he wants to be tier 2, then creeps the mercenary camp for extra experience because he's tier 2 and only has a single hero. And then go for a Panda maybe.
And the footy keeps on scouting in the south. I really like this move, but as you said, this positioning for the Tree of Life is so unusual. I've never seen this position before, ever. And Romantic didn't either, it seems.
It will take forever to move him over.
Yeah,
since oh, he's going for Nature's Blessing already, so he delays his tier 3, so it won't take that much longer.
And I'm surprised, considering how many peasants died, that Romantic still has pretty decent lumber. If he wants to, he can tech up in just a moment here. Yeah. AM going towards the main base, might be able to cancel one Ancient of Lore.
That's only
Footies are pretty far away.
1 Lore, 1 Wind, by the way.
Oh, 1 Lore, 1 Wind, okay. Again.
Because Romantic has already the farm next to the laboratory, so Zeppelin drops again, very likely. But yeah, he gets the lore. That means Dryads are... Oh! Actually...
The claws. Yes. The claws and the gloves and the circlet.
Now he steps out. Good play by Romantic again. Delaying Dryads delays the Dispel, and that makes Water Elementals better for a long time.
And once again, he split his forces. The footies, which are so many, by the way, were towards the right, expecting a creep to be happening. But it wasn't the case. Romantic does not want to give this pressure up just yet, though. Replenishment being very nice for him at the moment. And now, finally, he does find the creep check for himself.
But can he get the Rock Golem first? That's the most important thing. Will we still asset?
This is so much damage.
Scourge Bone Chimes is there. He needs to eat a tree, but there's no one near. Also no Wisp, and the Huntress there are blocked, kinda. He has to get out somehow. He gets Berserker and Shadow Priest to get rid of the water elementals, but the Hunters are falling. Next Shadow Strike. He wants to force the Soundboard, but the Footmen are just pushing forward.
And the Warden, once again, she's a step away from level 3. If she was there, this might actually be level 2 Fan of Knives, and then these footies wouldn't be so scary, but once again, the denies we saw from before.
He has Shadow Strike level 1. And Blink.
Ah, right, we saw the Blink before. Sorry, I forgot about that one. Is he forced into a Panda now already with so many footies here? We have a Zeppelin as well already. Ancient of Wind is whacking away at the farm. Do we have yeah, we have one Hippo. But this Expo is going to be so damn late for Foggy.
We are at 8 minutes already, and it's not even at his position, and the expansion is not even crap. Level 3 for the Warden. Finally, tier 2 tech is 60% done. He's going for defend now against the Berserker and everything. Blacksmith is coming for a little Sim City, but so far he didn't use the Zeppelin at all, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope, not yet.
But finally Dryads.
Flying in towards the main. Oh, he gets ensnared by the creeps. Whoops! Can it maybe survive long enough? AM is teleporting out. Not gonna save his little teleportation buddy, or transportation buddy rather.
Zeppelin is dead.
And this Knight of Force is looking decent now.
Yeah.
Might be good enough to deal with the footies. Does he have a Scroll of Healing? Yeah, he certainly does. And oh my god, so many footies. How many is this? 11 footmen.
Panda would be decent now. Or Fan of Knives, but he doesn't have any of those. Not too much area of effect. The Engine of War helps. He has... Oh, he dodges the Shadow Strike.
Oh my god.
Romantic is playing this beautifully. He does have the spell now, but how much? Get rid of the first one. But the problems are not the water elements. The problems are the footmen, because they have defend, and this army won't do anything against him.
I think he can just kill the tree. Can't he? This is so much normal damage. It's taking a little while. There's already Nature's Blessing. This is helping out so much right here. Heal Scroll already used, going for the AM once again. Warden out of mana. Mass Repair coming in from the Wisps. But the footies are still standing fairly strong. Half HP only left on this Tree of Life. Neo, he might be able to get it. He's trying to force the TP on the AM, but doesn't have mana anymore for the Shadow Strike. He's killing the Water Elemental. The tree down to less than 300 HP. I think he's gonna get it here. No more repair. The AM as well, the AM as well. TP out, the tree will not survive. He gets it.
Romantic buys the time that he needs, and not like oh my, like he buys like exactly the time that he needs.
Yeah.
There were so, to be honest, Foggy didn't focus that well. There were a lot of hurt footmen, so maybe if he kills one after another, then this tree stays alive. But whatever. Double Arcane Sanctum coming up. Blood Mage second as a counter against this Warden. And this was so much time that Romantic won here. He built the tree here to have a safe passage, to not get it cancelled while it was built. And now, in the end, it didn't even matter. Foggy needs area of effect against this.
Or level 6.
Or level 6.
But he's pretty far away. He's gonna get a little more experience here, but he's not even yet level 5. AM pressuring in the main, footies at the natural. Once again, two-pronged attack. That seems to be Romantic's trademark here in this tournament. Huntresses, are they gonna be good enough against these defense footies? I don't think so, especially with the AM staffing in. That's an easy cancel. Once again, no chance.
Archmage has a portal, gets out, but that's 700 gold in just a few seconds. And another kill for the Warden. He's not even tier 3. Oh my god. It's 11 minutes in the game and Foggy doesn't have tier 3 or an expansion. That's really bad. Romantic. We're gonna have a 70 supply push by Romantic soon as he goes into Rifleman Casters.
And after game number 1, where he played his heart out, did everything he could, and in the end it still wasn't good enough. Where it seemed like he played so well, but he continues to impress. Goddamn Romantic. The surprising player to me in this tournament. Yes, he did very well in last GCS, but I feel he has improved even more.
Yeah, and that is without playing too many tournaments. The only tournament he played between GCS Summer and GCS Fall was Race War and the qualifier, of course, for GCS.
But now the Warden is level 5. He has a lot of Dryads with Dispel. He has a decent army, and the human isn't yet at the scary 75 supply. So this could be a lot of experience going the Warden's way.
But this Rune Bracers, man, is so much sustain for the Archmage. And Foggy sees it, and that was the only thing that he could do. I mean, okay, he can stack units now to get closer to level 6, but he's close to the Blood Mage, and that means more mana drained.
And now Priest against the dot of the Shadow Strike will perhaps keep it alive. I think so.
Yeah.
Doesn't get the kill. And he needs kills. He needs kills. The only way he wins this game is with the Avatar Vengeance.
The Blood Mage might be a good target. He really wanted that kill. Blood Mage might be a good target. He's very squishy. Doesn't have a potion. He has towers, though. Is it the 70 already? Oh, yeah. 68 supply. This is a very decisive push for Romantic. He still has a lot of blockers with Footman with Defend and Breakers who can steal... Well, I was just about to say steal Reju or whatever, or Roar, but no way. There's not a single bear.
If we count in the bonus experience, he needs like maybe 350 XP. That's quite a few kills. He's getting mana now from the Moonwells, but it's not too much. He has a lot of gold though, so Clarities and mana potions should be available for him. Romantic is setting up towards the right. Ivory's fallback towers, Yumi style, are gonna come up here shortly. He's not calling Militia, which I like. That just seems like free experience. Same as the case though for Water Elementals a little bit.
Can Foggy do again? Only 60 supply. He calls for Militia. The Engine of War buys a little bit of time, gets repair here. We have a Mauler and a strong Warden. With a mana potion even. Walks away from the Siphon.
I would really like anti-magic, so he can't get siphoned.
But there's no tier 3, man.
Oh, yeah.
Romantic sold the Rune Bracers, by the way. Rules.
Okay, that also seems to me like a interesting choice. More and more Water Elementals. Could be more and more experience. We have a lot of Dryads here. Should he really continue summoning these?
I was wondering. Like, the Archmage is pretty much useless at the moment, except providing mana for the Priest against this mass Dryad army.
Warden, 250 experience away from level 6.
I like how he snipes the Footman the entire time, because with Defend, they are the strongest blockers he has at the moment. The Breakers don't do that much against the Dryads. But he builds a strong army with these Riflemen, and the next tower is coming up.
Water Elemental, nice. He saves it toward the back. Won't get dispelled, perhaps. Mana Potion used. Focus Fire again. Onto the footy this time. And seems like the Dryads will be able to dispel once again. Siphon mana on the Warden. Only has one Shadow Strike left. Getting a new Ancient of Wonders here. The Ancient of War and the AO Wind are buying a lot of time. There's no mortar teams in this army. Foggy has quite a bit of time here.
I don't know. Blood Mage level 2. Warden or
Flame
Strike
Strike
against this. This is so nice. This is so smart. You think you would, well, banish against Shadow Strike isn't the best option, but yeah, getting rid of the repairing with getting rid of the Ancient of War.
He needs 2 footies for level 6. 2 footy kills.
And a mana potion. That's why he builds a shop in the back.
Water Elemental summoned. I really don't like that so
Level
much.
6.
That's level 6.
But now he needs the potion. He has the money for it. Shop is almost there. And there's so many corpses, man. This is gonna be infinite spirits almost.
And the Avatar by itself almost should fend off this attack. Where the Water Elemental summons the one mistake he made that game. There we go. Avatar Vengeance. And now the spirits are coming.
Okay, 1, 2. Stop summoning them, but whatever. He even builds Huntresses against these Spellbreakers, but there's so much piercing damage that he could easily get rid of them. Warden doesn't have mana anymore, but that's not what does the damage here. Why is he not using too many corpses there? Maybe the... Oh, Warden is in trouble. Has another mana potion, but no healing anymore. Buys them. It's on cooldown, though. The tower is attacking the Engine of Wind, and then it can attack the main. He has to break this. It's basically the same situation that it was on Terranas, where the spirits have to secure the win.
Alright, gets another Rifleman here. Dry on mana almost. Gets the next Rifleman, though the numbers are dwindling for Romantic. He's still up at a lot of supply, however. The Warden in trouble again. Front lines has a healing potion. If she wants to use it, does so. He's moving forward, moving very far forward, but he seems to be breaking this. Foggy, is this his way towards the 2-0 already?
But still 43 supply versus 40, and he's losing 2 more Dryads. Only the old holds him in this game. The Warden is super low as well. Romantic is towering up more. I don't know, man. I think Romantic is close to winning this. I mean, there's an AP, and I don't know how he will break this.
But the Spirits can't do anything about the Spirits. This next tower will not come up. Spirits might be good enough to kill the guard tower here. I think so.
They have to. They have to.
Can he kill the Avatar of Vengeance? Is that somehow possible? There's no tier 3 for Foggy. There's no Reju.
Is he not going tier 3 still? No, it's still tier 2.
But the Warden is full health, has decent mana, and a mana potion. And almost level 7, and this tower is gone.
Can't repair it anymore. Another corpse. this ultimate... If this ultimate saves his ass twice, man.
I think he may have.
Drives him back.
He's more than 20 supply behind, but he has an ultimate. And he has a level 7 Warden.
And again, we have Blink 3. So you can easily blink away from Siphon Mana. The Blood Mage is almost useless. Against Dryads, the Archmage is almost useless.
But the Breakers. He doesn't have too much against the Breakers. The Avatar of Vengeance is nice, and the Spirits. But it's so many of them now. Flame Strike once again gets rid of the AP. Warden getting Siphon, but only for a moment. The Breakers, can they win this game finally for Romantic? It seemed like it should have been his game. But it's not over yet.
He creates more corpses like this. 4 Spirits in the back. 5 here. Next Water Elemental should be again just 3 XP. And he just Shadow Strikes one after another.
One Shadow Strike seems to be one kill here. We don't have Priest to heal against the dots anymore. They've all been sniped. He's gonna get a Breaker here as well. Siphon Mana. He's not blinking away from it. Surprising me. Oh, but Flame Strike again. But the Wisp will be loaded into it quickly. But now everything's starting to drop low here for the human. One fully dies, one Breaker's an inch from falling. The Water Element is getting dispelled pretty quickly by the Dryads. We have nighttime now. The Warden getting closer to level 8 actually. More and more corpses. The Avatar of Vengeance runs out though. And he doesn't have the mana for the next one.
He has the money for a mana potion, though. He uses this shop so well, and there we go. Another Avatar. Normal damage, of course. It's pretty nice. Siphon Mana being used here. No more Shadow Strike against this. Also, no Blink if he continues to do it like that. Yeah, no more Wisps as well. He's not mining from the second base. Romantic kind of coming back into this game. Level 5 Archmage now. Dispel just got a lot harder.
And this Warden doesn't have mana. What does a Warden do without mana? She's an inch away from level 8, but no spells to use. There is level 8. She needs mana potions, but doesn't have the money for it.
So many Spirits again, man. But yeah, he has to invest his money on Wisps, and it's still freakishly close between Romantic and Foggy. He kills another Priest. He kills another Priest. Oh my god, this piercing damage is so good. But yeah, he needs time again, and I would love to see tier 3, and there we have it.
Has he broken this? Has he finally broken this? It seemed like Romantic had set up camp there for the last 7 minutes.
There's no tier 3 for Romantic.
And it was so close, but he held on.
If he gets
damn it.
Bears, Master Bears, it's not far away. Master upgrade is so quick. Ah, he forgot about Adept. Okay, whatever.
Dude, the human, with his 2 gold mines, has like 2.5k gold left. He needs to win this game soon. Very soon.
860 here. Oh yeah, we're right. Panda's there as well. And he prepares another attack. Foggy was too greedy to repair this. But Warden's there.
Warden is always there. Shadow Strikes hitting the AM once again. There is a few priests in the back line.
Greater mana for the Panda.
Flame Strike again. Level 2 Flame Strike. Look at the damage. Or is it level 2 actually?
He keeps it alive! He keeps it alive! He doesn't have to re-entangle it! Dispel there! Level 2 on the Panda instantly! So now, break the Breakers and win the game.
One bear here, but not Master yet. The Warden in the front lines.
I mean, Riju is absolutely useless, obviously.
Yeah. There's so many Spirits. These Spirits, man, there's no answer to these Spirits. One after the next being summoned from the corpses. He has to TP out of this, too afraid to take too many losses. He's gonna save most of his Breakers here, but more importantly, the Expo stays alive.
Man, Romantic. He was banging his head against the wall. It must be a bloody forehead that he has now. Because Foggy holds this Expo. Main gold mine expires in a bit. Main gold mine for Foggy is already low. So he kind of has a backup expansion now.
Are under attack.
And this must be an all-in. Is he pulling Militia already?
He can call a lot of Militia, but the Panda is...
Panda and the Spirits, man. He will snowball so crazy hard.
Greater mana has been given over to the Warden, especially before the Panda's level 3 makes a lot of sense, of course. We have Master Training now for the Bears. We're gonna have 2 more Bears in a moment, joining the Night Elf Army from the Lores. 56 supply against, well, honestly, supply doesn't matter too much. Foggy is down by 25, but it's about the heroes.
It's about the Avatar, and it's about a strong Panda. How fast will he get a level 3 Panda? Here we go again. The first, that's only 1 bear, though. He needs some more. Shadow Strike on the Priest. He wants... Oh, we actually have Fan of Knives.
Warden retreating towards the main, waiting for the rejuvenation. Can't get cancelled. Too far away. Entangled Gold Mine dropping low once again. Flame Strike might help Blood Mage is full mana, gonna siphon the Panda as well. But the fire coming in, only level 1. Panda is pretty dry. This hero has not been too useful yet this game.
Shadow Strike on the Blood Mage. Oh, he can't. He doesn't want to blink away. Mana is low. Does he really want to go for that? The bears, of course, have to crawl through. There's only one upgrades for the breakers. Looks like he's going for a hero kill. They're both heroes kind of low, though. There is a staff. But he handed it over to the Panda.
He's focusing the Warden, but she will get away. Was not getting surrounded there. Maybe that might be an opportunity for him, but there's a staff on the Panda to get it back to safety, using it right there.
The Warden is out for quite a bit. Doesn't get that much kills there. The bear is falling to the next...
Where are the dispels against the Water Elementals? He has full mana on the Dryads. Come on, Foggy. There we go.
He drives him back again. No income for the Chinese human. The only player in this game that is mining is from the Ukraine, and he wears a bronze medal.
From last season. Can he improve on this?
Romantic man, what can he do now? Was not taking to tier 3 a mistake? Was not going for mortar teams a mistake? Against spirits, what can you really do?
Level 4 for the Blood Mage. Tome of Experience getting him closer to 5. Archmage getting found by the Warden. He does have a Telly staff. And will get away.
Towers here are broken. No more fallback. Safety zone for Romantic. And the Panda is creeping up. The bigger mana potion helped tremendously against this push. Can he get another one? Nope, but big invul potion, you take that as well.
And suddenly, this guy who was so underwhelming is going to be level 4 with a Tome of Experience. Hits perfectly. And now, what can Romantic do?
What can Romantic
Call
do?
to arms, but against double AoE without the money for heal scrolls.
Got another kill there. 8.5. Panda's creeping up further. Foggy is never overcommitting to anything. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna leave my zone of the base now. No. He stays close to where his home is. Yeah. And there was so many creep spots left for him. For this Panda. Really well done with the map here.
2 games in a row where Foggy was on defense. One misstep would have cost him the game, but he held on so goddamn magnificently well.
It could have been bad, but okay, the Panda had a TP, so okay. But he might need that town portal soon. Last stand for Romantic. He is not calling his militia. But what's his plan? 0 items on these heroes. Not a single potion, not a scroll, not a regen scroll, nothing.
Even if he snipes his Tree of Life, there's going to be another replacement Tree of Eternity Flame Strike coming in. This is a lot of damage. Holy crap. Half HP, but now the Knife is coming in with the Avatar Vengeance, of course. Panda looking forward, and so is the Warden with the Blink in. We have the Anti-Magic, we have the Fan of Knives. Panda positioning himself for the Breath of Fire, and there it is. So much damage on everything. We have a Flame Strike to counter, but only against bears. Siphon Mana gets disjointed with the Anti-Magic. Shall we even have Cyclone against the human army now? And everything is falling apart. GG by Romantic. Foggy holds on again and grabs the 2-0 lead.
And again, he's not losing a map to the humans. He is 4-0 now against humans, against Romantic and TH. And there we have his fists up in the air again. He is 1 step away from the semifinals. And that would mean we have as many Europeans in the semifinals as we have Chinese.
God damn. But this man right here, he is making him work for it.
Holy shit, Foggy must be sweating so hard.
These were by far his 2 hardest games in this tournament. Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
It's not over, man. What do we have left in the map pool, Remo?
We have AI. No, wait, never mind. That was banned. We have Twisted. We have Turtle. No, Turtle is also banned. Echo. Twisted. Echo. And what's the last one? AZ.
Okay.
And it is AZ.
It is AZ.
We have seen humans struggling hard on AZ in this tournament. Immolation, Demon Hunter Harass, broke Romantic's neck against life.
Speaking of broken stuff, Remo, we have a new Back to Warcraft viewer record with 3,531 at the moment. Thank you so much for tuning in and making this a big success.
Very cool, guys. We were hoping for cracking the record on the last day, but already today. This is so awesome. Thank you guys so much. I hope you're enjoying the games. If you are not enjoying this series, I would be greatly surprised. This is absolutely some of the most amazing Warcraft I've seen in a while. And it is by our big European hope. Foggy, he's now 1 step away from making it to the semis, where he would meet Czech, by the way. And check if he's seeing these games, man.
He must be crazy scared.
Yeah, he's sweating right now. He's sweating more than the players, perhaps.
And before we discuss Amazonia, we have to thank a few people here. Platin89 for a 2-month resub. My birthday sub to you. Congrats, my man. Keep up the great work. Thanks for helping to keep Warcraft alive. The Will Q, greetings to Poland. 2-month resub. Hi ho, 2 months. Jorat and Inkcreep as well. Dragthard with a $15 donation. Go Foggy, thanks for casting. And Dragthard with a second donation with $15 as well. Thank you very much, my man. And yeah, we go back to Warcraft. It is Amazonia now.
That scared you a little when you saw the map pick.
I don't know why he picks it. Because TM would, like, I would think he would pick TM because, like, he would go for that double expansion stuff again, maybe, that he did against 1-2-0, or try at least. And play this mass tank stuff again.
If you get a double expo, yeah, that's absolutely super strong. But Warden on TM can also be extremely scary. How many big camps she can take with double Ancient of War creep, Merc camp support, easy counter expo on her side of the map.
Like, this is definitely a map where Foggy will not play Warden. So maybe that is...
You say that. I've seen him do it once. That was a long time ago. But he has done it before.
That's true. But, I mean... He is also so good with the Demon Hunter emulation play.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
I have to
it's Sodom and Gomorrah for Romantic at the moment. Like, if Foggy goes for a Warden, we will see the same shenanigans again. If he decides to go for a Demon Hunter, we've seen also live against TH how well he could do it there.
Yeah, pick your poison, kind of.
Yeah.
And by the way, something that I'm only noticing now, Foggy has not played a Demon Hunter once yet against Human. But of course, AZ might be the map to start doing that on. Yeah. On LR, he seems to have found a good way to make her work. I think Lolite was the first player to do that. To find a way on LR as well for her. AZ, though, is still more difficult.
So we've seen TH struggling with the expansion at first and then coming back. Do you think Romantic has the same capacity of comeback potential, like bouncing back from this?
I think it may be more on the Night Elf side to allow that, because I don't see, like, I never see Foggy giving so much, how do I put this? Like, Life got an advantage early, and then somehow in the mid-game gave it all up and gave it over. I never see that happen to Foggy.
I agree. Level 8 Warden, man. So sick.
But he still almost made it work, right? Even when he was going up against level 7 Warden, it still seemed like he was so close to taking it.
What can he do better against this? I mean, he was playing almost flawlessly already.
Yeah, that's a frustrating thing. It seemed
That's
like
really
that 2 games in a row.
We've seen Lawlight bringing this Warden back in 2015, but humans found a way against it. And one way was tanks, one way was like knights, mass HP units. But it seems like Foggy took it to another level now that the humans can't deal with anymore. It's like the renaissance of the Warden here, brought to you by Foggy.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe go for a lot more footies early, or try to pressure the Warden before she's level 3 or at least 4. Abuse the Moonwells, you know, keep up pressure, but it's all, of course, easier said than done. The Warden for Foggy hasn't fallen flat in a long time. Something that many players struggle with. Yeah. He has played Warden every single time so far this tournament against human opponents. AZ, can he even replicate this here?
We'll see in a bit. We load up into this. Foggy 1 Last Refuge and Foggy 1 Terranas. TR and AI are gone. AZ might be the last map of Romantic in this game. He was 4th place last time. If Foggy wins one more map, this will not be possible anymore for him.
Maybe that's the reason why he goes AZ. Maybe he thinks This Warden, man, he just doesn't seem to be beatable. And this
Must be
is
super frustrating.
the other 2 remaining maps, of course, Echo and Twisted. Both good Warden maps. Now, is he gonna repeat the craziness of... It was a while ago. It was like, I want to say, 1 year at least ago when he did go for that Warden. Double Ancient of War, mass pressure play. Or are we finally gonna see the Blind Man, the Demon Hunter, and then probably the Immolation harass? So, Romantic. Your specialty seemed to be tanks as well. Not something he was able to pull off on LR, of course. Way more aggressive there, pressuring way earlier. On AZ, the 2 bases also very close to each other, not known to be a tank map at all, at least against Nightloff. Against Undead you might see them. So, first things first, Altar of Elders, what's in store? Alright, not again the Crazy Warden, it is gonna be a Demon Hunter this game.
Ultimate for Romantic, that is also no big surprise. The question is, how aggressive will Foggy play this? I think he's gonna play it fairly conservatively and not like, I don't want to say passive, because if you go in there with the Demon Hunter, that is aggression. But you can either play it with Demon Hunter and Archers and maybe a Merc support, or you can go with Huntress support. And that's really, like, that's almost all in-ish. I mean, you will not lose the game, but you invest so much that everything is late if you go for that.
I really like the 2-Archer Shadow Priest Tech Counter Expo play. Maybe if you get like a lot of damage done with the what's it called? The Immolation, you can think about not counter expanding and maybe playing this more aggressively. But where Remind fell flat, where Life fell flat despite the great early he had was with a super late tech. So I don't think you want to invest too hard into the early.
Foggy not denying the Magi, gets the Gloves of Haste. Foggy not denying the rope, but that was pretty close.
So, is he not going to creep to level 2? He's not. He's going to skip that. Okay, so he's going to rely on getting the experience from the Water Elemental for his level 2. Yeah. The Archer is down here. He's going to do the Merc Camped Pull trick. Sometimes there will be footies here to block and try to do something about this. Not for Romantic this time, though. He hits his level 2. And there comes the Shadow Priest for Foggy. How many Archers is he going to go for here? That's the question. He went for 3 Moonwells so he can TP home if he needs to, juice back up, heal up a lot, and then pressure again if he wants to. And he's going to go for 3 Archers here before the tech.
There's no Wisp nearby at the moment. I mean, okay, there's one here. I thought he would use it for creeping, but actually he pulls it now to get that level 2. Or getting close to that level 2.
Nope. We saw the mana burn. First mana burn has been used, and that
no Immolation.
Yeah, unless it's a crazy mana burn plus Immolation build, but that's usually
makes no
makes no sense. But the
he's basically giving Romantic this expansion.
That's pulling out the creeps here. What was that? I'm not quite sure. He has one more. No, he doesn't have another Dispel. Okay, how many peasants do we have here? That's a lot. And without Immolation, this should be a fairly easy camp to take, I imagine.
I think so too.
He's clicking away on the Archmage. Quite a bit of range damage. Nice ring around the Rosies.
Himself, man. He's taking so much damage himself.
Yeah. Well, can he get the last hit here? That would be massive for him. No. Goes towards the human. Inward Potion for the AM going to be helpful as well if he gets more Focus Fire coming his way. And alright, good defense. Level 3 for the Archmage. Good early game for Romantic.
Well done. Level 3 for him. Shadow Priest killed. Demon Hunter only at level 2. Didn't do too much there. And it was quite an... like 3 Archers plus the Shadow Priest. Quite an investment into the early game.
Yeah, and Foggy slipping in multitasking there a little bit. He only teched a second ago when he had 400 resources.
A player's forces
and that is not the way that he was imagining this early game to go. Running into the creeps with an Archer. Are the nerves getting to him?
Is he getting tired, maybe? Or was he just taking a little break?
Footies going into the main once again. A lot of footmen. 7 of them, in fact. Hunter's Hall is going to come up here. Might get scouted, though. Might get cancelled. Demon in the middle is creeping up still. A new Shadow Priest for him. Going to be coming out at the Merc Camp in the north. Demon Hunter found the Sentry Wards. Footies, though, in the main base, along with the Archmage in the second, are going to be very scary. AM, however, is low. But remember, Inward Potion is there, should he need it. And the tier 2 tech Usually you want to have a panda against an attack like this, but it's so far away.
Mass Repair also a little late. The Demon Hunter is here now, and the Berserker and Shadow Priest are coming in for Dispel and damage. There's no defense yet, but the Moonwell is gone, and Foggy is almost supply stuck here.
Players' forces are under
It's looking
attack.
very rough now. Very rough indeed. He has 2 abolishes here against the Water Elemental. Gonna use both of them. Gets more experience that way. He's still not level 3, however. AM with the boots can easily outrun this demon here, it seems. In the back, Hunter's Hall coming up. It's been scouted though, it's gonna get cancelled again. We have a Shredder now that's gonna help Foggy out a lot, but it's also very expensive. And how late are those Dryads gonna be?
Actually, I don't know if he cancels the Hunter's Hall. No, it was just 2 footmen. He's not committing to it. And the Shredder is absolutely a saving grace here. He's doing more damage to the Archmage, who has boots. Good item to run away from the Demon Hunter. But this push, this harass is broken again. And the Demon Hunter is level 3 now. Of course, Romantic had a lot of time. His Expo is up. He's still not attacking though. And he lost quite a bit of footmen.
Alright. And level 2 mana burn now available as well. This suddenly is where the Immolation is going to help him out in mid-game. Tier 2 for him is going to be done in a moment. No Wisp next to the Tavern though. If he starts this camp, this could be dangerous with the footies re-engaging from the south.
One Archer is super low. Again, if not for the Shredder, I think this game is almost over.
Speaking of Shredder, might gets around it. The Archmage in trouble.
Players' forces
Gets
are
away,
under
though.
attack.
Massive right clicks. He needs to repair him soon though, as the Water Elementals find him. Only now the Ancient of Lore is coming up.
Here comes the mass repair, still 4 footies, and the Water Elemental on the chase, going towards the Archers now instead. He does have the money for a second hero, but he doesn't have a whiff in the middle. Archmage though getting very low, using the invul here, not TPing out of this yet. Wants to cancel the lore and should be able to, I believe. How many footies is he gonna give up for this? Nicely microing the first away, gonna save that one. AM now needs to run away before the invul is over, doesn't want to have to waste a TP for only a footy or 2. And goddamn, keeping almost all the footmen alive, keeping all the footies alive.
That was pretty sick. Oh, the Ancient of War!
A player's
Oh, the Ancient
forces
of War!
are under attack.
Nope, not recognizing this opportunity. But damn, Romantic, man. He played so well on 2 maps. He lost both maps, but he's not giving up at all. He knows that if everything goes right, he can win this. And now Zeppelin. This time Foggy did not go for the Engine of Wind play. It's double Engine of Lore, so no Hippogriff at the moment. Naga second for the Demon Hunter, no Panda.
Unusual choice, trying to pressure the Expo, trying to break the Arcane, and that should be pretty easily done with so much right click and without guard towers here threatening too much damage on the Night Elf side. Coming in with the Zeppelin now is the human. Inside he's healing up with the Regen Scroll, but with the Naga Cold Arrow and the piercing damage, he needs to be a little bit careful with that one as well.
He gets some kills, but the Zeppelin is there for the rescue. And can he get a surround on the Shredder? There's no Shredder for, I mean, no Zeppelin for Foggy. So this Shredder is almost toast. He doesn't have a staff. The Zeppelin crashes and burns. So, oh my god, he gets Romantic Shredder. That's such a huge pickup. And he gets away with everything.
But the footies are still on the ground. They're still pretty, well, not scary, but not easy to take out too quickly. Archmage gonna heal up here next to the shop. Few of the footies are dizzy. But everything's dropping low for Foggy now as well. So is the AM, however. Needs to run away. He needs a new Zeppelin. Is there a new Zeppelin available? Yes, there is.
Oh, he still has boots. He can run away, I guess. Except if he turns around and catches another hit. And another hit.
Has a
And
TP,
another
of
hit.
course.
Ah, there's the Zeppelin.
Attack.
Damn, he's playing so well. Romantic again. 3 games in a row playing goddamn amazingly well. Is this finally the first game for him to take?
Demon Hunter is in the main. There's no Arcane Tower. But he's needed somewhere else. He got stuff done. That's for certain. Tier 3. There's no Tier 3. There's also no counter expansion.
Yeah, this is an all-in play. He needs to like break this Expo fairly soon, but
But with Dryads?
doesn't look so easy. Does not look so easy at all.
He has Fork Lightning. So the Archmage has to be careful there.
And the Moon Juice situation at home is looking very bad. We're only halfway through daytime. This demon needs healing potions and ideally redo. But do you really want to go for bears when you're going to stay on tier 2? Not so much.
Nicely saving those units into the Zeppelin, preventing the damage over time from the Dryads. Arcane Tower coming. There is no Lumber Mill, as it seems. Now Romantic on tier 2, going for Rifleman, Mountain King, and double Arcane Sanctum.
The Ancient of War, man, might park itself here inside the peon line. And how much does Romantic have against this? A couple of footies. His tier 2 is done. His Sanctums are coming up in the main. And once they are done, and he has a couple of breakers and casters, this should be his game finally. Can Foggy win it before?
Ancient of War is not a huge buffer building at the
Players'
moment.
forces are under attack.
And again, there's not too much area of effect. It's a lot of right-click single target. Is he really... Yeah, he's there, but alright. Berserker down immediately, the Stormbolt. Oh, nice save.
Oh, mass detonate here against the Archmage. Doesn't have mana anymore. Healing potion already used on him. Same for the Demon Hunter, who was dropping low. These footies putting out quite a bit of damage. The Naga now in trouble. Stormbolt on her. Healing potion transferred will be used and will keep her alive. AMK now out of mana, blocking with the Dryad, trying to, but the Zeppelin will be there. Slowed down now though with the Cold Arrow. Might crash and burn. He unloads before. He TPs back home. MK in trouble still. Will eat a potion and survive. Level 4 for the Demon Hunter as well. Now the Archmage is stuck back here without a TP, but he does have a heal pot.
And without a shot, man, he can't reach. How much damage can he do from range? He can cancel a lot of healing. The Regen Scroll has been used, but yeah, I don't think he will heal much from this. A lot of footmen are dying here.
Oh my god.
Mass Militia. Romantic is forced into Mass Militia. The Shredder, and it's killing the Mountain King.
This is call to arms. Everything had come from the main, but everything is dropping so low for Foggy now as well. Is this the defense? Finally for Romantic to have some breath of fresh air to finally get some space. This Zeppelin, man, is MVP for Romantic. Summoning more water elementals. We barely have any dryas left. The heroes have to carry this for Foggy. Demon Hunter has a TP to get out. Level 3 on the Naga. The AM, though, is it safe? Up there, yeah, he is. The Ancient of War, by the way, still in the midst of this.
Man, he's so sick. More and more militias fall. The reinforcements from Foggy, they die over and over. He can't do too much. I think he has to die for a hero once again, but there's too much damage. I think he will have to TP out.
Sooner or later, transferring something. Can't do it, though. Demon Hunter dies. Is that it? This may very well be it.
He was a little too greedy, right? He wanted to transfer the TP, and I don't know, what did he want to do? Why didn't he go for the TP immediately? Why did he want to transfer it?
He's going towards the middle to buy back his demon. He has the lumber for it, but just barely.
Okay.
Archmage, by the way. These healing potions might be out of stock, but the MK is back with full mana and one Stormbolt. What's he going to use on? Of course, there's no... Barely did any damage here on this level 4 Demon Hunter. No mana burn to worry about at the moment.
This Shredder, man. Give this man a Medal of Honor. He fought so damn well.
Oh, mana potion, Stormbolt, Demon Hunter in trouble. Can he get himself to safety? Staff will get him back to safety. Archmage
is about to win this game. He gets another kill. He's getting closer to 5. The Naga is exposed. There's no Stormbolt. I mean, there is Stormbolt. There's no mana burn. Boom! Hits the Naga on the head. It actually gets away. Didn't commit too much to this.
Look at the peasants. They're all dead.
What
the Ancient of War in the main base. There's nothing mining for the human. One peasant.
What?
One peasant. This Ancient of War play, if he wins this game, first of all, it's ridiculous. Second of all, it's because of the Ancient of War.
Ancient of War and Shredder. Here comes the Naga again. The Demon Hunter's on its way as well. There's a heal scroll for him. Naga is super low though. Has one more Fork Lightning. He's still committed to tier 2 Dryad play. Super unusual to see this here on AZ, but how often have I said that unusual stuff is happening? Break is now though.
Small army for Foggy, but this Demon Hunter is damn strong. The Dryad actually gets around, but gets saved via the staff, excuse me. MK out of mana, getting focused again. The Zeppelin once more has to be the medevac and will save him as well. The Priest here, mana burned, can't heal anymore. Demon Hunter, kind of low HP, getting burned as well from the Arcane a little bit every now and then. But he's mining again. Romantic is mining again, decently from 2 gold mines.
Exactly. Replenish this in the main base as well. There was another Stormbolt. And there's not too much range damage here. He can't go around the tree line with this Demon Hunter here. So the Engine of War has to do the damage.
Priest here being juggled in and out of the Zeppelin. Zeppelin, speaking of which, is pretty damn low. The Dryad's now diving deep. Maybe overextension. He's gonna lose the second one here. He has so few units, only 33 supply. Is that one of the few mistakes here for Foggy? Is this finally Romantic stabilizing? He's close to level 5 Archmage, by the way. Long range bolt dodges it with a staff.
Could have been the end there, but it's been a lot. It's a lot of time until the Demon Hunter is back. He's walking down, only no telestaff to get back into this. Foggy's not giving this up, even though he only has 5 units.
Water Elemental summoned, Water Elemental dispelled. Level 4 for the Naga. Serious slow right now from the Cold Arrow. Demon coming in again. No healing potion for him. Didn't seem to have the mana. Oh, but if he kills the shop, which he will, that's a big deal.
Yeah. Can rebuild it though. Can he in the back? Oh, not really.
There's no space. There's no space, and once again, this Agent of
It's
War.
still alive! It's unbelievable.
I would love to have a DPS counter right now on this guy. Jesus Christ. Zeppelin once again saves that breaker. Fog Lightning against the peasants. They're dying one by one again. Are you kidding me? Is Foggy coming back again? A third time in a row.
Like, this game should have been over so long ago. And the Demon Hunter, man, he's climbing to level 5.
Foggy has a supply lead. Supply lead by 1 just a second ago. They're even. 40 versus 40. But this demon.
Foggy's supply stuck, by the way. Not going for another Moonwell. He eats another tree.
This is a bare knuckle fight, man. We have seen barely any creeping in this game. The Ancient of War has, speaking of bare knuckle fighting, been knocking down these peasants one by one. Stormbolt coming in again, but it's only level 1, man. It only tickles a little. And Naga may have been the better choice here, but...
is it time for the Ancient of War to die? It looks like it. Yes, finally! The big wood shield is gone, and now the Demon Hunter has to tank, but he can't do that much longer. Is the Stefan cooler or what? No, it's just late. But now he's going for the Naga. Only the Dryad's there to protect her. And the Townfall, does he have time for that? Will he get a bash? No, of course not. It's level 1. But another Stormbolt. Maybe he wants to bait it. Ah, there's no mana, so he can walk away.
Jesus Christ.
Foggy is still in this game, but for how much longer? 2,800 gold in the gold mines. No tier 3, and Romantic knows it's not tier 3.
Is he finally out of steam? Romantic must have been thinking, why don't you die? Just why don't you die? But finally it may have become too much. He's engaging once again. Foggy, he cannot give his opponent any space. Stormbolt flying towards him once again. Stormbolt itself doesn't do much damage, but the breaker damage is noticeable now. Dryad's moving forward, going for the priest once again. This Zeppelin micro is ridiculous. Mass Wisps for Detonate going towards the peasants. The MK in the front line dropping low. Has a healing potion though. And now Rifleman against the Dryads as well. Level 5 for the Archmage. So much mana to use. The Demon Hunter in trouble. Is he gonna die? No, of course. Always gonna be a staff there for him. But now the rifles against the Dryads are so damn powerful. Almost gonna get one here. And Foggy has to retreat. I think he's done it. He's done it! GG, and finally Romantic takes a map. He has never worked so hard for one map out of 3 games.
He was on the receiving end the entire time. But looks like defense is key to victory in this series, as he keeps his expansion alive and wins the game. Closing it in, man. It's 2-1. Foggy still 2 match points in a row. Now he can decide the map for the first time in this series.
Yeah.
EI with Warden play again? Or will we make it big and go for Twisted?
Yeah, and we had... what was that? 5 out of 5 Wardens before? No, 4 out of 4 Wardens before against Human. Here, he was forced into the Demon Hunter. Now he's going to be going back to Warden maps. Yeah. Probably what he feels more comfortable with nowadays. Unlike Life, who seems to be preferring the Demon Hunter, Foggy is all about the Blink Shadow Strike lady. And it's going to be Echo Isles, the map where first we saw her going crazy by Law Light when he brought her into the metagame in 2015 and established dominance against Human that was unrivaled, maybe ever. It was ridiculous. All of the human world, all of the human players across the world were complaining about the Warden back then. When they see Foggy playing her this tournament, maybe that's going to start again. Alright, 2-1 lead still for Foggy, but Romantic, finally at least, he, has been shown that if he plays very well, he can win the games. Yeah. It's not like he's still gonna lose.
It is. You can see the local time here. It's the next day. It's a new day. Will Romantic turn this around? Is it a new day for him? And will he turn it around, man? I think, there's of course now a lot of psychology going on. Foggy picks this map because the Warden is really good on this map. Romantic might be thinking that Foggy will pick a Warden. Will Foggy, because of that, because Romantic might be so sure about that, the Warden coming, go for Demon Hunter? There's so... it revolves around, and you can't really say.
And I would even say that Twisted is the better Warden map, because punishing a Warden on Twisted is so damn hard. Punishing her early on Echo, we've seen that before. TH and Infi,
that's right, with
a Shadow Priest purchase plus Footy Harass, have been able to deal a lot of damage to the first Merc Camp creep.
And actually, we did not discuss this possibility. This is a map where tier 1 no hero tower push is possible.
Yes, absolutely.
Foggy has to scout for this.
Or a Tinker or Naga tower push.
Yeah.
That seems to be a TH specialty,
Yeah.
to be fair, but always a possibility. Foggy will have to scout for this, but usually he's really good about that. His wisp spread and has the timings down. One of the most deliberate, replay analyzers out there.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he devotes streams to hours of replay analysis. He certainly puts in the work. We all know that. It has been paying off greatly the last couple of GCS. Third place, back to back. Sounds weird for third place, but still. He wants to improve on this. And that's the first step here, or I guess rather the second step, making it past Romantic. Awesome series we've had so far. Echo Isles. Is this where it ends, or is this where Romantic starts, or continues rather, his comeback?
What we've seen so far is Fly being defeated by Focus 3-2. Then TH kicked ass with a 3-0 over Live. And then another upset, Check defeating Lawlight 3-1. So those are your 3 players in the quarterfinals, in the semifinals already. Who will follow? Foggy again, match points. We're waiting for the match summary here then, I guess. Chad is asking, why does Romantic keep summoning water elementals against Masked Dryads? That is actually a decent question.
He actually stopped doing it on AZ very late into the game. Shortly before he won, he had like 350 mana on the AM. I think it was a pretty big mistake on LR. If he didn't get like free experience from 3 water elementals, that one would have been level 6 a lot later. And by then, Expo may have died. Maybe Romantic realized that as well, being more conservative with him on AZ. Alright.
You hear it. The chains rattle, maybe for the final time today, if Foggy wins this. It would be... the last person who was as successful was, of course, Foggy himself, yours in 2015. It seems like every time there's a Warcraft 3 World Championships, we have one horse in the race that does well.
Alright, we're gonna go into map number 4 in a moment. Once again, we see here, if Romantic does draw it, makes it an even series with 2-2, our last map will be Twisted Meadows. Here he is.
Yesterday he had to pause the last match because he had stomach issues, because he didn't eat all day. I wonder... I don't think this will happen today, though. But alright. Foggy, always prepared. Healthy food, good sleep, everything that you can do to be successful, he does it. Will it be enough? Will the Warden bring the victory again to Andrei Korench from the Ukraine? 24 years old against Romantic, who's even younger. The young generation seems to rule at least a bit, but experience has prevailed in a lot of matchups so far in the quarterfinal.
Absolutely. Check making it through as one of the surprises today. Many surprises today. Romantic making it would be another surprise, but he will not only have to win this one, but also the next map. So, we have the Ancient of War creep at the Merc camp. That is expected. The Warden is expected. Is Foggy gonna throw a curveball towards Romantic here and actually play the Demon Hunter? Would surprise me, considering how successful and strong his Warden has looked so far. And it will be the Warden once again. Check it out.
Whoa.
It's a Mountain King.
Mountain King. Romantic switches it up.
Is this desperation?
For the first time. I don't know. MK on... You can play it on LR as well, but Echo is, I think, by far the best.
Certainly, certainly. If you want to play AI is the map to do it on. But desperation, I say, because of Romantic. Since when is he an MK player? Yumiko, certainly. But Romantic?
I'm thinking, like, did I see this before?
You faced Warden twice before in this series. He played AM twice before. He had a good standing twice before, and he lost twice before. So, does he feel he has to play something different here?
He certainly steals the Shadow Priest.
Forces are under attack.
And that is a good start for him. No Dispel against the Water Elementals, no healing. There we go. Foggy, the Warden, is out. Wasting a bit of time against the farm. But yeah, he has to be careful not to lose a few troops. It could be over soonish. Okay, Mountain King is creeping himself, but a footman is coming to help this harass.
Are we talking about this? How early harass can be very difficult for the Night Elf to deal with. Last hit will go towards Foggy, the big one. Finds the boost of speed. Oh my god, that is such a good item.
Gift!
Gonna pick it up here. Is he gonna go for the Shadow Priest with his... The Ancient of War!
Lot of
Foggy!
repair though! He sends another Wisp in.
Oh my god.
And
oh
I
my
think
god.
he saves
the
it.
Wisp
Oh,
are
the
dying.
Wisp is dead. The second Wisp is also dead. He needs to eat one. He kills the Shadow Priest, so there's almost no damage when this Ancient of War remains alive. It's a greedy camp. The humans know how to punish it by now. But yeah, thanks to cannibalism of the Tree of War, the Ancient of War eating his fellow tree companions, he survives. But he has to abandon this camp, and this delays level 2. And MK is making his way over.
Oh, and the Warden pulls the creeps at the worst possible time when the MK is right around the corner. He didn't scout for that one. That's a surprise right here. He has 1 Stormbolt at the moment, soon to be 2. Warden has 2 Shadow Strikes and the boots. The boots help him so much right now. Archer in trouble. Shadow Meld at the perfect time.
Nope.
Gets revealed by the Stormbolt.
This Ancient of War, if he dies, there's no production for Foggy anymore. He's building a Huntress Hall there. But what's a Huntress Hall worth if you lose your Ancient of War? He's uprooting. Everything is so delayed. I mean, Romantic playing this one base is super unusual. He's investing so much time to interfere with his creeping.
Hunter's Hall and Ancient of War, another one coming up for Foggy. Plan B is the name of the game right now. Last hit of the Cobalt Tunnel goes towards the MK, getting him closer to level 3 already. This Warden is stuck on level 1. And
Romantic played this so damn well. So damn well. He hides a few wisps there, but this... Should he contribute the time to kill this Ancient of War? I mean... He will go for an expansion, and Foggy is on Huntress double Ancient of War. So... The Warden is level 1, yeah, she's not that great, but the Huntress pressure will be insane.
If he keeps pumping mass hunts, absolutely. Automatic. What else can he do? Like Militia, Tower Rush, the main? Against Huntresses?
Oh.
I don't know about that, so... Should be Expo, I guess.
That's one of the latest expansions that I've...
Warden gets level 2 here, finally, at least. Blink gonna be very helpful against an MK surrounding threat. And now, Huntresses are starting to come out. Ancient of War in the middle, producing the first hunt as well, not continuing to creep anything. And a Tree of Life already coming up from Foggy, expecting an expansion to be coming from the human.
There it is. Tree of Life. And he moves over this Ancient of War to creep this first and then continue mass Huntress production. I think it's very cool. Getting the Warden closer to 3. Then he has this Marketplace in the middle as well.
Yeah, and with the Gold Mine and the Marketplace, that is definitely level 3 for the Warden.
But same for the Mountain King, who found a Ring of Protection and has boots himself. So chasing that dwarf is not that easy anymore.
I wonder how quickly Foggy is gonna go into the tech. Would like to see more Huntresses here for him, just to be safer, to make it so that if the Warden is out of mana, he still has something on the battlefield that's relevant. Wisp in the middle, scouting. Don't know if he saw the MK, doesn't have Ultra Vision yet.
But he's not moving over to the Murloc, so there's nothing too scary here. He's Romantic sees that there's no tech because the farm is still in the base.
Yeah. Ah, good point. Oh, almost a 4 units around here against the MK. Not quite.
But there's a staff.
Ah, yeah, sure. Is he gonna start using the Storm Bolts already? He doesn't have a shop yet, so getting mana back, not too easy for him.
Tree is up. It has to walk down. This will take forever. There's no Nature's Blessing.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
And 6 footmen plus mercs are coming. This is quite dangerous. 5 Huntress. Depends on how well he surrounds him. Nighttime. I think he didn't see him. Ah, there he reveals himself.
Alright. More hunts will be coming. One from the north, soon to be another one from the south. It's going to be 7 hunts. Throwing the first Stormbolt onto the Warden. How much more mana for the MK? 2. Soon to be 3 Storm Bolts, but after that, this human army doesn't do too much anymore.
The Berserker is the biggest damage dealer for now, and he did a good job chasing him, so at least he's out of the fight for now. The footmen don't really do too much. The Priest, yeah, I really like how he chases these mercenaries around.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Warden here not getting Storm Bolts surrounded. And his Expo's not coming up. Romantic. His Expo just finished a second ago. But so many hunts now. I think this is finally a fairly easy hold for Foggy.
It's the
Oh, the
Berserker,
deny.
but of course, denied.
He keeps on doing it, even with the MK.
It is, of course, a lot harder since he's a melee hero and not a ranged one. Yeah, Expo's down there. And these Huntress should be able to defend it. Tier 2 on the way. For Romantic, it's the same. They're actually on same tech level.
Dude, look at Romantic expansion. What does he have against so many Huntresses? Needs guard towers. There is a lumber mill finish in the main, where also one guard is standing, but at the moment not even upgrading it yet at the Expo. Is this a little too greedy by Romantic? He already started the tech, but he's very low on towers.
Muddy the Mud Golem for Foggy to slow down the Mountain King a little bit. My Nightcrawler, of course, Foggy would love to have a Tome experience here and gets rewarded. Boots and Tome. Someone is certainly lucky with his drops now, but Romantic is making his way over again. We have seen these dangerous amount of footmen, 4, 5, 8 of them.
And I wonder, I mean, he got the Tome, which was nice, but wouldn't it have been better to like go towards the Expo, maybe scout it before with a Wisp? But that time's over, because now his main base is being threatened by the footies and the MK staffing in has to react. But nice, he's shaving away 3 of the Huntresses going south, but there's going to be a guard tower there soon as well. He's going for the Tree of Ages! Oh my god, does he have enough damage for this? There's already 4 hunts here. He's TPing home. Even though he's very close, he doesn't want to take any chances.
Okay, here we go. Muddy and the Warden and a few more Huntresses are there. I think if he gets rid of like 1 or 2 footmen, then he can hold this. But there's no repair anymore. He doesn't have that many wisps in the base. If Romantic is breaking this, man, that would be absolutely sick. He's trying to force the town portal, but there is an invul on the Mountain King. This is almost an all-in strategy for Romantic. More damage coming in. Invul potion being popped now, but there is repair, and he holds this. Romantic losing 1 footman. Losing not much more. But damn, Foggy survives this. And in the meantime, did he do something?
Not really. The 1 guard tower held against the 3 Huntresses easily. No corpses down there, no damage done, but that was scary.
Yeah.
Without those mass wisps repair from the south, maybe that tree would have died. Tier 2, close to finishing up for the human.
Yeah, he called the wisps from his second gold mine, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that was super smart. Because you're so focused on your main that maybe you don't think about your expansion. But yeah, tier 2 has been reached. There's no second hero coming.
And he was standing next to the tavern, thinking about
supply stuck, or was supply stuck. Now he could go for it, but doesn't do it.
I think he should really try to get something done with these hunts. If he waits much longer, they're going to become weaker and weaker. Lore coming up, 1 in the south at the expansion, and the next one as well. Double lores down south, and once again footies making their way in towards the main base. The farm still sees that there's a Tree of Ages, and it's low HP as well.
He was a little too greedy.
But Foggy was not too greedy to not rebuy the TP.
Yeah. He stands next to the shop, so it makes sense. And there's Nature's Blessing soonish. It will take a lot of time, but the footmen are not even close to the Tree of Ages, so this should be an easy defense.
Nice TP by the Hunts. Yeah. Blocking so much surface area. And this was a risk to take here. He's feeding away a lot of footies and feeding a Warden. That is dangerous, my friend. There's no way he's getting his tree. Shouldn't he just TP out of this?
Level 4 on the Mountain King. He's out now. Pretty cool that he didn't build the tree, the entrance of lore in the main, because they would have been another target in the main. So they are safe now at the bottom.
And in this game we have the human teching to tier 3 before the Night Elf. A very rare sight indeed.
Blood Mage Griffin Aviary, man. Banished Bolt. Double Griffin Aviary.
Town is under siege.
And Foggy is going Dryads. I mean, Dragonhawks. They do it well, I guess, against them.
A player's forces are
Going
under
towards the
attack.
tavern once again, but he's at 50 out of 50. Not really where you want to get a second hero.
And a lot of energy for the Mountain King. With... Is he going for Siphon Mana? Yeah, right.
Yeah, first, I imagine.
7 mana first, plus the Pendant. That's so much Stormbolt.
And the Warden keeps on creeping here. 2 camps at the same time. Getting close to level 5. Is he thinking about maybe retraining? Teleportation staff. Where are we going? Okay, only towards the north, towards the marketplace.
Growth of Beast is quite good because there's no Dispel on Romantic side.
Yeah, with that, I think maybe you should try to pressure the main. There's only 1 guard tower in there. Resales it. Okay.
Okay, did he buy anything for it?
Oh, he's gonna perhaps see these footies leaving here.
Ships in the night, man.
He doesn't have Ultra Vision still. Just wants to keep on creeping. Wants to get that level 5 for the Warden. He's getting closer and closer. Once again, 2-pronged attack. Footies and Blood Mage in the main, but only an MK at the expo. That's not too scary. But maybe he doesn't want to deal much damage, but rather buy time. In the main base, there's a fake Warden only, so these peasants are safe. What about the Night Elves main? Footies once again looking towards the Tree of Eternity, and quick Town Portal home once again.
Here they go. And Fan of Knives it is. So these defenses become a lot easier. But Shadow Strike is a very good weapon against the Dragonhawk. So I wonder if this is maybe not the best idea.
Oh my god, this tree. Are you kidding me? Is this tree actually falling? Just from a bunch of footies.
He has no mana anymore. And no repair anymore. Okay, there we go. He used the
Nice.
moon well.
Okay,
This-
lots of footies are dying right now. Yeah, this one will be getting through. Oh, but the Blood Mage, Shadow Strike dies! Blood Mage dies from the Shadow Strike, obviously. Only level 1 hero, of course. Will be back soon, but more experience for the Warden. She reached level 5 just a moment ago, and now she's 5.5.
Yeah. We
But-
saw that Avatar before. He's almost out of lumber. He's not mining from 2 gold mines. Romantic, with this Footman Mountain King harass towards the main, it's usually not normal that you accomplish so much.
Oh, he finds more footies in the middle. That's more experience for the Warden. Getting closer and closer to 6.
Kill. And also, what does Romantic do now? It's going Griffins instantly. Griffins Knights. Okay.
Alright.
Foggy doesn't know, right? He does not know what's
Town
coming.
is under siege.
Tome of retraining for Foggy. I don't know what he skilled, obviously, but we'll see soon, I guess.
Staff home from the Warden. Time for clarity here. Or is this just the Blink Fan of Knives harass that we're going to start seeing here? MK was harassing a bit himself, killing a few wisps with the Storm Bolts.
A player's forces are
There's a
under
1,000 gold advantage in the main for Romantic because of all the harasses. Panda second. Drunken Haze, pretty damn good. Again, just what's to come. Paladin third for Romantic.
And Romantic has quite a fearsome army, and it's gonna be very fearsome in a little while. 67 supply already. Warden walking towards the main. A few peasant kills will be good enough for her level 6. He has 2 anti-magic, and here we go. Blink, Fan of Knives, harass. He has Holy Light now, but not enough for all of these.
Indeed. Kills 4. The 5th one is just a matter of time, then he will blink out and maybe do the same shenanigans in the south. This army is so strong. Knights, Griffins have almost unlimited HP, almost 1,000 here, almost 1,000 there. So Fan of Knives is not great against that. Even if it's in combination with Breath of Fire and Drunken Haze, he needs something that does damage.
Warden is level 6. Doesn't have the mana for the ultimate. Wants to have it for the defense, probably most likely anyways. Does he know about this attack coming his way?
So strong. Romantic is at 62 supply.
player's forces are under
Staff on the Warden is ready right now. He needs to get home. Needs to defend right now.
I don't know if he can hold this, to be honest. So much damage. How much Dryades does he have? Like 3. He gets a few mercs. The Panda's not level 3. This is a super duper push for Romantic. With tower support. Warden is still in the main.
The thing is, when his Huntresses die, that's gonna be spirits for him. That's the silver lining here. Alright, Warden is level 6. Do we see the ultimate? Blink, Fan of Knives first. No ultimate yet. There we go. Avatar Vengeance online.
Yeah, but where are the corpses? Where are the corpses? He needs the corpses for the spirits. All the Huntress die. The Berserker dies. Romantic is taking them out one after another. The Moon Juice is completely empty. He takes out the towers, though.
And And the Griffins, one of them is gonna fall. He only has 4 left. Scroll of Healing coming in for him as well. Stormbolt, focus fire on the Warden. Doesn't have mana for a blink. Yes, she does. Just barely getting towards the next Moonwell. Healing up a little bit. The Panda's only level 2. He's pretty damn weak. The Avatar of Vengeance seems to need to be the carry again. The Warden in trouble. Is she gonna die here? Almost. She blinks away on 38 HP. Avatar of Vengeance seems to be rocking this fight though. The Panda in trouble. Level 3 for him. Is he gonna die? It looks like it. Yes! Second hero dead. But what about the Blood Mage? Can he be healed? Can he be saved somehow? Yeah, healing potion will keep him alive. And again, it's the Avatar of Vengeance.
He denies the Paladin again. And there's so much to work with here. Level 5 on the Mountain King. There's one more Stormbolt. He can get this Huntress if he wants to. And Foggy is struggling immensely, man. This is not enough Dryads. This is not enough anything.
I don't know, man. The Avatar, he holds the base. Panda is gonna be back. And at some point, he should start getting bears, right? Or should he actually against Griffins? How many Griffins do we have left? Only 2. Oh, but Romantic with a lot of gold. Maybe not reproducing the best he could there. But this MK is damn scary.
Level 5 hurts tremendously. Especially when Banish is involved. Panda takes some time. There's no Ancient of Wind.
Yeah, I think he really needs hippos. But he's not thinking about it at the moment. No wind coming up anywhere.
I don't think he has time for that. 2 hippos there.
But he only has 2 production buildings on 2 bases. Isn't that a little low? Romantic. Once again, moving forward. MK, so much mana with the Pen of Energy, man. Oh, finds the Warden in the middle of the map. Long range Stormbolt doesn't quite get him. Fogged there, I think. And the Warden wants to apply a little bit of pressure of her own. Has a telestaff to get home if she needs to.
The Dryads walk into the army. This one goes away for free. Double level up.
Banish Bolt Griffin combo. Unlocked. Paladin Divine Shield as well.
It was already incredibly hard to keep the Warden and Panda safe on without Banish. Now with Banish, mission impossible.
Alright, here we go again, man. This human army, damn scary. Panda comes back in time to greet the human. That Siphon, however, is out of mana already. The Warden in trouble. Anti-magic and Fan of Knives both being used. Panda, is he gonna die just as quickly as he came back? Staff home, but that's not very far. There's gonna be another Stormbolt, of course. So much mana still left remaining. Invul on the Warden, mana potion as well. Fan of Knives once again. Everything's dropping low, and he can only heal so many targets. Warden, Invul over. Is he gonna... Nice blink dodge here against the Stormbolt. And he can't heal all of this. The Paladin only has single target heal. He's only level 2 as well. And once again, Foggy holds on.
The question is for how much longer. He does have a good army of Dryads again, though. And he's just, yeah, the first bears are coming. Riju would be great now. Roar would be great now. He can't really kill too much stuff. He does do damage, but he needs more kills as well. Main gold mine, about 2,700 here. 4,900 here.
And he has the mana for the Avatar now once again.
I think that's the reason why he's just on 2 production buildings, because he's investing so much into items. He has double Engine of Wonders, so he's never out of stock with anything. He just goes back and forth and buys that stuff.
Romantic needs heal scrolls. He realizes it. He's at the shop. He's gonna get the first one. The second one's gonna come off cooldown in a second, and he gets that as well. 72 supply still for him. MK, 5.5. But now we have quite a few Dryads. 7 of them. And this army is okay, like, you know, Dryads don't do too much against Knights, but...
You know what does a lot against Dryads?
What?
Mortar teams. Mortar teams are coming. Back them behind the Knights, and it's very hard to access them. I mean, the Warden can always dive, but it's not very easy to dance around. Bears are coming too.
Nice scouting once again. Dryads in the north, Dryads in the south, and the Warden is looking for more damage in the main.
But will she have the time? Of course she has a staff, of course she has an anti-magic. But he is pushing.
Playing Fan of Knives. More damage, getting her closer to level 7. Avatar used it in the main!
What?
Is that the right call? Oh, I don't know about that, my friend.
I don't get it. I don't get it. He's gonna take out the tower.
He still can't leave, though. The way is still blocked. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is this a massive mistake that he didn't think fully through? The Altar of Elders is gonna be killed quickly. This
6
army...
Knights! That's so sick. He has breakers. Only 2, 3 bears. no avatar. The shop is gone. He can't buy potions in like instantly. Raw being used, but Warden being stormbolted again. Siphon mana, fan of knives rattling through the actually, the knights are taking quite some damage, but also thanks to the griffins, the bears are falling like flies.
One heat scroll had been used, he has one more. The Dryads, yeah, they're okay, but the Warden needs to blink forward. She needs to be the carry. Where is this Avatar Vengeance? If there was an Avatar here, this would be a different story, but he doesn't have it. Everything seems to be falling for Foggy. 59 supply only left for him. The human at 65 still. The more team in the back dies. Level 7 for the Warden now. Infinite blinks without a cooldown. Oh, the Blood Mage almost dies. There's Siphon mana.
Banish onto him with 5 HP. Oh, it actually survives this as well. Can't blink at the moment. Needs some more. It gets out there. But this was a tremendous fight by Romantic, who lost his gold there in the main, but of course not the castle. And say goodbye to the Tree of Eternity with that much normal damage.
Perhaps things starting to drop very low as well. How much mana does the Paladin have left? Not much at all. That was his last Holy Light. And that's quite a bit of repair. MK mana is very good. He has a lot more Storm Bolts.
What can Foggy do? He's portaling in.
He has the anti-magic.
Only with the Warden,
15
though.
seconds without any fear. Mass Blink. He still has a bit of mana. Avatar of Vengeance is still not coming. How confident is Foggy to hold this without the Avatar? Is this the mistake? More team gonna get focus fired. He's gonna destroy it. Mass repair for the Tree of Eternity. Is it good enough? Siphon mana on the Warden. Blink again. The Paladin in trouble, and he is not gonna die. Divine Shield at the very last moment. Knights are falling, and he actually holds on to the tree.
Oh my god, the tree is still alive. I cannot believe it. Fan of Knives again. He's gonna get the Blood Mage most likely. The bears are falling dry. It's in good range. There's no staff here. The Paladin, once the Divine Shield is over, Foggy with the comeback of the century. I cannot believe this game was over like 3 times. And so smart, actually, in the end, to keep the Avatar of Vengeance here. So everything that gets staffed gets executed instantly. Foggy holds, Foggy mines, and Foggy might win this series.
And of course, with that, he has the massive economy advantage right now. At this very moment, he's not quite mining in the main, but that's going to change because the tree has been repaired. There's no mining in the human main. That looked very cocky, summoning that Avatar over there, but it was good enough.
He got so many kills there. It's unbelievable. 7.7 Warden. More spirits.
And once again,
Mountain King is close to 6, though. That's his only hero at the moment.
If he wins this, his Warden is undefeated in this tournament, and it looks like it right now.
Blinks away, Avatar summoned again. Dryads and Bears, the Panda is coming. And the Mountain King, what can he do? He's not level 6, he's not magic immune, he's being focused, he's being killed. He is dead! GG Foggy in the semi-final! Again, he does it. Again, he was struggling. Again, he doesn't care.
This Warden is unbeatable. If he gets to choose her, hands in the air, 3-1. What a series, what a blast. And once again, he's top 4.
This series lasted, I don't know, 1.5 hours or something. Even longer, man. Foggy in the top 4 of the world. And his opponent is Czech. He was unbelievably good against Human. Can he transcend this performance into Night of Mirror? That's a topic for tomorrow.
Right.
At the moment, we can just be happy. And Romantic, man, holy shit, did you put on a fight.
Damn.
In this semi-final.
Kicking out 1-0 Andlin, and then making it so close against Foggy. Both players here performing on the highest level. That was one hell of a series. A shame we did go full distance.
Kind of, yeah, but
damn.
It's good for my heart rate, man, that's for sure.
3,800 viewers on Back to Warcraft. That is a record. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. We're going to give Foggy a moment, and then I'm going to try to get him over here to talk to us about this crazy series. It was exhausting to watch and to cast.
Yes, must have been so hard to play.
Can't imagine how
Nobody
it was to play.
brought Foggy closer to a defeat than Romantic here. Every single map was fought for as if it's about their lives. And he made it work. I'm gonna get Foggy, man. And I hope we don't have to dance again.
God damn. That was one hell of a game. Alright.
Crazy game, man.
Passion from France was watching the game live here with us. I mean, that was one of the craziest series we've seen in a long time. So
What was the best series of the
tournament? Yeah.
Tournament, yeah.
By far. By far.
Yeah.
Almost already guaranteed after the first 2 games. So
I feel so bad for
Romantic?
Yeah.
He played so well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, right. I think it's just missing just that little thing.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
mortars. I don't know.
I don't
Like
know.
on Last Refuge, I think.
Yeah.
1 or 2 mortars would have done it, I think, on Last Refuge.
That was really close.
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
maybe if he doesn't summon so many water elementals and gives the warden a level 6 so freely,
Yeah.
could have been different. But damn. Foggy unbeaten with the warden every single time against human. Of course, you only can play it against human. He is, by the way, now in the semifinals, guys.
So
He's
it
going to
gives
be...
him even better record against Romantic, right? Foggy.
yeah. He has not yet lost a series against Romantic, which is crazy. And here in the best of 5 once again, tomorrow he's going to play a best of 5 against Czech in the Night of Mirror, where Czech already was successful today against Law Lyot. But it seems like now all the momentum is with Foggy.
Oh yeah, of
In a
course.
crazy game
course.
with both players playing out of their minds, but Foggy just being unkillable with that warden. Yeah. What did you think when he summoned the Avatar of Vengeance in the human main?
I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
I thought the same.
Yeah.
How can he feel so confident to defend that next
Or maybe
attack?
small mistake, maybe he didn't think about it at that time. I don't know.
And Neo said maybe he wanted to kill off the staffed home units. That helped, of course.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
And cutting off income from one base. Obviously, that's all good, but it's also such a powerful unit because it's never going to die in that fight. The Avatar.
Yeah, that's true. And also, I think Romantic, the first 2 times when we tried to put to kill the main, with Footman was nice, but the third time a bit of an overcommitment. I'll give my seat to the man of the hour.
The man of the hour, indeed. Foggy. Oh, no.
No dance today.
No dance. We did that already. Well, Foggy, that was definitely the series of the tournament. That was one of the strongest performances from both players that I've seen in a long time. Were you surprised by how well Romantic played?
Yeah.
You said you cannot be stopped. Were you afraid of getting stopped here tonight?
What do you mean?
Did you think at some point, oh my god, this guy's playing so well, this might not be as easy as I thought?
Yeah, in game I have felt the pressure that I felt that Romantic it's not like last time. Romantic, it's
he improved, right?
Yeah, but this time I'm also play much better than last time. I think I play much better and use warden. Yeah.
We mentioned it here towards the end of the game. You are unbeaten with the warden against human in this tournament. Do you think that's your biggest strength, playing warden against human? Your matchup against human always seemed to be your strongest matchup, certainly one of the strongest. Do you think that's... How do I put this? Do you think you perform better with the warden against human than anywhere else in Warcraft? Because that's how it looks. It's just like...
I think Lowliat play better warden than me.
That's, of course, he's the guy who brought the warden into the meta, but what you're showing here is crazy. Tomorrow you're going to go up against Czech. How do you feel about that matchup?
Well, I think it's very good because last week I have beaten Czech 2-1, and I think I was very surprised about the Czech won Lowliat, because Lowliat always very strong. Night Elf versus Night Elf, he always played very clear, no mistakes, and today also I think he did maybe a few mistakes, but Czech played very strong standard. So maybe I will use Moon style, like no standard strategy, like not bears versus bears. So we will see. But I think for me, Czech is better.
Then, you mean
better than Lowliat?
Okay. You prefer to face him.
Yeah.
Okay. Going back to the series we just saw, Neo and me were getting really afraid when you spawned the Avatar of Vengeance in his base and then he attacked you and we were like, oh my god, you don't have Avatar back at home. Did you just feel so confident? Did you think, all right, I can defend without the Avatar? Or did you maybe not think about that for a second? What was that like?
I was very surprised when
he attacked
5 griffons and 5 knights come to my base. But I had a scout that he make over 50 because my warden watched that he produced units. So I'm also go over 50. Must dryads, no bears. And also I did a very huge mistake. My panda didn't have drunken haze.
Drunken Haze.
Yeah, it's much better than critical strike.
We didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, but I meant like at the very end of that game, you ran towards his base.
My panda was level 2 and Breath of Fire is nothing.
Yeah.
But Dragon Haze is very important versus Knights and Griffons, so I made this mistake. I have no idea how I win last game. I won last game.
This was
just Warden is imba. Blizzard need fix Warden.
Be careful what you say, man. Here you're making a lot of Night of Enemies right now. This was a very long day for you. We're almost we're past midnight here, almost 1 a.m. in China. Did that fatigue you throughout that series? Were you getting tired, or was it just adrenaline pumping and you didn't even notice?
I feel after first game, I feel that I need sleep.
Okay.
I feel that I'm very slowly, and on IZ I can win, but just not staff my Demon Hunter. So if staff Demon Hunter, I can win AZ.
Thankfully for all the viewers, you didn't, because you made a bit of a more interesting series and you still made it work. By the way, that Ancient of War on AZ was
when
crazy.
I played Warden, it's just reflex, blink, fan of nice, choof, choof, blink, fan of nice, just running.
So you feel
run.
So you feel more comfortable nowadays with a Warden than with a Demon Hunter?
Yeah,
against human.
I think with Chinese human, Demon Hunter is very worst hero than Warden.
Okay.
Because with Demon Hunter, you can't blink, you can't kill Archmage, you can't kill more casters. Demon Hunter have only mana burn, and I think like last year Fuge and many maps you can use Warden.
Yeah, of course. Many viable maps nowadays against human. All right, you're gonna be able to rest soon, but it seems like all the momentum is with you, now in this tournament. You just had this crazy series, we had this incredibly strong performance. I think we can now safely say you have looked the strongest so far in this tournament. You are in top 4. You've been here before. You've made top 3 happen twice before. Now, I don't want to jinx you, but do you feel stronger this time than last time? Do you think you have better chances this time than last time?
Of course, only think about top 1.
Are you still convinced that you cannot be stopped this time?
Yeah, I think that this time I will show better performance and results than last time.
Okay, very cool. We will see that tomorrow. Tomorrow is our last day of GCS, where the playoffs conclude, and we find out who's the best Warcraft player in the world, and it may very well be this guy. Same time tomorrow, here from China.
I think maybe Jera Cup gold like Jera Cup. We play versus Focus. So, see you in final with Focus.
All right, thank you very much, Foggy. That was impressive. I think Neo would like to go and stream as well, if you would be so nice as to hand over the microphone to Mr. Neo.
Yeah, and after final we go dance again.
Yeah.
All right, if you win, we dance again. All right.
Chat confirm.
All right, Foggy, thank you very much. And please, Neo wants to say good night.
See you all.
You know him.
Good night.
Thank you very much, Foggy.
What a pleasure to have this guy fight for Europe, man. Unbelievable.